takes to the sky, clouds rolling by like cotton candy high. He lights up, his pipe stretching time, floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue, flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze, Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe, every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide, loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher, heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff, for Captain C, no sky's too tough. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday, my friends. CST, good to see you. Skyworker, welcome back, my friend. Lilo Pilot, welcome back. Jack Volpe, good to see you, my friend. Calvin, good to see you, dude. Welcome back as well. Hope you're doing well. Nick B, good to see you. Alex, welcome back. Captain Will's in the house, good to see you, man. Kengo, welcome back. Goodman, good to see you. Tony, welcome. Fernando, welcome. Kevin47, back in the house, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Blue Star Line, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Leonard Grant, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. MN Sports Fan, welcome. Captain UK, good to see you. King, welcome back. Cap Ireland, good to see you. Paul B, welcome back. Gary P, good to see you, man. RJ, welcome. Tenure to Mobile, welcome back as well, dude. Good to see you. Mr. Strange, welcome. Nicholas, good to see you, man. You were flying with me in an Azul 195. Nice. Well, welcome aboard, man. Thanks for your support, dude. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Tech Hub, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well as well. Hello, Henry. Henry's here as well. Welcome, 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 everybody. Thanks so much for coming to hang out today. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's had a great week so far. We're almost through another week, friends. We're almost into the weekend. Yes, sir. Abheat, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Greg Jackson, good to see you. Schlur, welcome back as well. Tyson, good to see you as well. Welcome back. Giovanni, welcome, man. Hey, Cap, I'm from Sao Paulo. Nice rain at the airport. Nice. Should be a fun day of flying, man. Really looking forward to this one. If you guys missed the last time we were flying in Brazil after the newest world update, my goodness, it is absolutely incredible. I highly suggest everybody comes over to Brazil and does some flying in here. It's pretty damn crazy, man. It is pretty damn crazy. Colin, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Projecto Commando, welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Matthew James, welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. GMC is in the house. Bonjour, mon ami. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. R2 Mins, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well as well. All right, friends. Well, the aircraft is almost done boarding, so let's jump inside. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We're looking at about 50 minutes over to Sao Paulo today, so it should be a wonderful flight. Looking forward to it, and we're hopefully going to get the. I think we're scheduled for 17 right. We're actually going to do that right now. We're going to do the ILS X-Ray 17 right from Comgu. And there's our arrival right there. The winds were blowing right down the runway when I looked earlier. Oh, now they're variable at 2. We got some rain, broken at 3,300, few at 5,000. So it could be a little bit spicy going into Sao Paulo this afternoon, which can make for some some real fun, can it, chat? It's always fun when that happens. Thought it was Wednesday today. Nope, we are Thursday. Rhinos, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Splits, good to see you, man. Norfox, welcome back as well, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Alrighty, first thing is first, let's go to our electronic flight bag. We're going to go to the mass and balance. We're going to load the aircraft. We're just going to use instant. Beautiful. We'll get that bad boy all set up there. Good. We'll come down here. We'll go to our FMG tab. We'll go to our init ref. We'll do our init request. Beautiful. Fill out all that information. Call sign today is TAM. Clear that out. TAM, what are we? 3923. Good. We'll throw that up into there. Beautiful. Let's go to our departure page here today. Flight plan. SBRJ. According to SimBrief, we are looking for the EVCO 1 Charlie departure out of runway 20 left. EVCO 1 Charlie. Good. We want the NAXOP transition. We'll insert that. Beautiful. Go to SBSP arrivals. We're going to plan for the ILS X-ray 17 right. We're going to be on the OGTA 1 Alpha departure, arrival with the IBDAL transition, and we'll go ahead and insert that as well. Beautiful. Let's go through our flight plan. We'll make sure we don't have any discontinuities and nothing like that, which I don't see there. Good. Everything's looking good there, friends. Beautiful. Let's go back to our perf page. Sorry, let's go back to our knit A page, and we'll go and plug in some information over here. So we'll send all this data down to the McDo. Send to McDo. Success. Beautiful. Everything has been sent down here. We'll go back to our knit A page. We'll throw in a cost index of 5, and we're going to go with a cruise level of 280, 28,000 feet. We'll probably bump that cost index up once we get up to cruise altitude, but we're going to leave 280 for now, and everything is plugged into there. Beautiful. Let's go to our perf page, and let's jump over here. While we're doing all this, we'll spool up the APU, get that bad boy all ready to rock and roll. Let's go to departure performance today. 20 left. Surface conditions are dry. Doing a flaps 2 today. Forced toga, yes. We do want a toga departure. Anti-ice off, packs on. We'll sync our load sheet. We'll sync the live weather, and we will calculate our V-speeds. Beautiful. 14, 16, 22 toga is required. 2/up 0.4 and no flex, obviously. We'll send all of that data down to the McDo. There's all of our information there. Again, we're leaving the flex temp blank because we are doing a toga takeoff, friends. Should be a lot of fun. Those engines are going to be screaming out of here. Afternoon, Cap. Just got my Wind Wing Boeing autopilot panel right before the tariffs hit. Hey, nice. Very good, dude. Very, very good. Afternoon flying the PMGG 73 from Denver to Orlando. Ooh, that's a fun little flight. All right, EPU is on and available. We'll get the EPU bleed on. External power can come off. Beautiful. We'll get the fuel pumps on. Good. Get the passengers seated. We'll get a red beacon light on, and we will go ahead and jump back down here. Go to our Fenix tab. Go to our ground services. We'll close all of the doors. We'll remove the chocks and cones, and we will remove the GPU. We'll go to GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. Hello, Garen. Are you going to behave yourself this time, Garen, or are you just going to get a perpetual endless timeout session once again? Let's go to our AtSiu menu. Let's go to the AOC menu. We're going to have some received messages. We should have our preliminary load sheet, which we'll accept, and then we've got our finalized load sheet here. We have 139 passengers plus 4. So we'll go ahead and accept that. Beautiful. Return on that bad boy, and we'll leave that there. Congrats on the playoff spot, Cap. You must be delighted. It's been a long 8 years, but yes, very excited. Very excited for the playoffs. I just hope we get the Toronto Maple Leafs, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to be a bad pilot. I'm going to bug up flight level 280. That's where we're going up to. Beautiful. Everything looks good here. We'll get a little bit of brightness up on that guy. Good. We'll get some brightness down on that guy. Good. We'll turn these down here just a little bit as well. Beautiful. Looking good. As a Sharks fan, I'm rooting for the Sens. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. Sad to see that NVIDIA downfall. I mean, they did it to themselves, Lilo Pilot, to be honest with you. This is what happens when there's just not a lot of competition in the market. And, I mean, they did it to themselves. They didn't have to cut corners. They didn't have to be doing what they're doing, but they're still doing what they're doing. Let's go with a squawk code of 1000, and we'll turn that on and reporting in case we do get any ATC. Hookup went ahead and bought the TCA Boeing throttle quadrant. Got tired of using my Fenix. It was doable, but man, pain in the ass. Yeah, definitely, man. Well, congrats on your new gear. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to go tail left. I think we're good to go, so we'll release the park brake. Beautiful. Upstairs, we'll confirm everything is good. We've got fuel pumps. We've got lights. APU bleeds. Good. Let's start the block time on this guy. Block time is on. We'll go engine mode selector to the start position, and we'll go ahead and spool up engine number 1. Beautiful. What happened with NVIDIA? All of the 5080s, 5090s, the power connectors are burning and melting and all kinds of stuff. Are you as excited as I am for the Fenix update? I mean, I'm always excited when an aircraft gets updated. We'll see. I feel like we're going to have to relearn how to fly the airplane all over again. I can't count how many flight model changes Fenix has made, but yeah. How do I get a member role in the Discord server? You have to sync your YouTube and Discord together. It's somewhere in the options settings. The MIE engines sound good. They do. They're going to be ripping out of here too, man. It's rude that they are melting, especially. Yeah. Park brakes are set. Good. And we've got a good start on engine number 1. We'll jump over to engine number 2. And we'll spool that bad boy up. Where are you flying tonight? Have not decided yet. Have not decided yet for tonight. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing. Most likely going to be in the 319, but undecided on what route we're going to be doing. Hey Cap, nice seeing you do some more on Brazil. It would be nice having a long haul in an Azul A350. Do they have any 350s? That could definitely be fun. IE engines are getting an entirely new sound set in the new update. That's good news. Although I don't really know if it needs it, to be honest with you. The Fenix sounds are so damn good. So damn good. I guess we'll wait and see. Azul. If they have any 350s, we could definitely do some Azul ops. How do y'all heading to the airport to pick up Jen as we speak? Flying back from Calgary with a temperamental E175. She's about an hour and a half behind schedule due to circuit breakers. Jesus, that's not good. They have 2 A350s. Very cool. We may have to schedule that in at some point. I think so. All right. Behind the wing view, set flaps position number 2 for takeoff. Good. Cap, have you flown in any events recently? Not really. No. I know we have World Flight coming up at the end of April, right? Or coming up soon, I think, maybe? 2 good engines. APU and APU bleed can go off. Nose light over to taxi. Auto brake over to max RTO. Ground spoilers armed. Engine mode selector back to the normal position. Predictive wind shear system on auto. And we needed a trim value. Bring this back over here. A trim value of up 0.4. So go flight control and we'll go up 0.4. Beautiful. That is set there. Mr. Michael.
Michael Netland donated $50.
Thank you very much.
Set your toe brake sensitivity to +48 and -48 and the reactivity to 10%. Works great for me.
What do I have my rudder? But it's a good suggestion. What am I using for my toe brakes? Sensitivities, toe brakes. I'm at -39. So you're saying set to -48 and 48? I'll try that. 48, 48, 48, 48. And I have my reactivity actually set to 5%. So I'm going to keep that at 5%, but I'll try that out. Thank you very much, Michael, for the $50 donation. Incredibly kind, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much, man. That is very, very kind. All right, park brake goes off. We'll start lurching forward. We'll do our takeoff config test. That is good. We just need to ding the cabin. They should be ready to go now. Beautiful. Short little taxi over to runway 20 left today. Now Azul has retired them. I don't know why, though. Which one? Sorry. SPEG has a beautiful approach. Okay. We'll have to remember that one. There's a lot of airports out here that I want to explore. Quite a few of them. Are you in IAEs or CFMs? These are IAEs today. IAE. Seen the new ASMK. Seen the new Aerosoft Dusseldorf? Lilo? What's Deuce? I'm assuming Dusseldorf? Be nice to explore Carnival. Are you flying across the pond this year? I have expressed my interest, so we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what type of slot they give me. In previous years, it's been a little bit difficult to fly across the pond because by the time I actually get my slot, yeah, it's very slim pickings. So we'll have to wait and see. You're going to control Toronto this year? Very cool. You'll have to let us know when you get your certification, and we'll give you some traffic. We'll give you some traffic. Wayward, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Gamer LN, do I use any filters? I do not. No. I do not. I'm not quite sure why MK Studios would be cooked because Aerosoft is making a Dusseldorf Lilo. That's sorry, that's why I was a little bit confused by your comment. Is MK Studios also making Dusseldorf? How is your sim much smoother than mine when taxiing and hand flying? Most likely performance. Most likely performance. Gonna fly Dash 8 for the first time. I have a good video of landing gear touching down. Love me some Q4. Should we be lining up? I guess. Real traffic. What is our? Are we just Latam? I guess. Yeah. Latam 3223 departing runway 20 left 30. Sounds like you got some weird sensitivities going on, Garen. Landing lights are on, runway turnoffs are on, nose light to take off, strobe lights are on, wing lights are on. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. How's First Officer Henry? He is doing well. Ready for some heavy rain? I guess so. Be pretty gnarly approach with some crazy rain, that's for sure, over all those buildings. Should be pretty cool. Aerosoft won exclusively for 2024. MK will probably be both. Oh. I didn't even know MK was doing a Dusseldorf, to be honest with you. Don't we already have I forget, don't we already have a Dusseldorf as well? I forget who makes the Dusseldorf currently, but I thought we had one. Matthew James, 5 gifted members to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for support. I appreciate you. That is incredibly kind, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Guys, let's get some love in chat for Matthew. And if you got a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you in chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just Sim. That's the one. Just Sim. All right, joystick cam goes on. You guys ready to go? Let's do it. Throttle's up to about 40%. Good. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Good. And Mantoga. Release the brakes. Let's go flying. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. There's 100 knots. We're neutral. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Slight left turn. Joe C, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back.
Santos traffic fan for Panther and L3 landing at from.
All right, throttle's down to climb. Woof! God, that's good. Sheesh. All right, let's go flaps 1. Bring those sounds back a little bit so we don't go too deaf this morning. Let's get our runway turn-off lights off, our nose lights off, our wing lights off. We'll disarm the ground spoilers. Beautiful. We'll nose down just a little bit. We'll gain some speed here. Pardon me. Come to Brazil? I would love to. Maybe one day. I mean, those views are just incredible. Speed check, flaps clean. How to get the thumbnail for YouTube live streams? I make them. Just in Photoshop. Alrighty. Beautiful, friends. Through 5,000 feet, we'll go autopilot 1 on. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Sounds can come back just a little bit as well. And there's some gorgeous wing views of us climbing up out of Rio. Beautiful. Flew in a vertical sim M-Rock the other day. Very nice approach. The wind effect is insane, though. I was flying a feather and not a 7.3. Uh-oh. That's not good. What do you have your in-game turbulence set to? I suggest putting it on low. Anything above low, and it's a little bit crazy. Oh, I forgot to start the chrono. I thought I definitely did. I thought I did. Yeah, you guys are both... Everybody's yelling at me. Chrono. Sorry. Apologize. I apologize. All right, we got an 8,000 foot restriction, but don't worry, we're through that restriction now, so the aircraft will continue to climb. We are above 7,500 feet. We will go standard barrow cross-checked. Good. Standard. Beautiful. And landing lights on until 10,000, friends. Is that low and you use real turb? Oh, okay. Everything should be doing right, Paul. Gap word question, but does the compass in the plane work? Yes. It's a standby compass, though. You got to pull it out, but yes, it does work. If you look, it'll match up your headings. We're going 240 right now and 240. But yeah, you got to pop it out. It's just a standby compass. You have to pop it in or out. Using SimToolkit Pro for the overlay? If not, what are you using? That is exactly what I'm using. Correct, yes. SimToolkit Pro is the only overlay that'll work between two computers. Because we have the gaming PC and the streaming PC. MK Studios doing Dusseldorf. They are working hard on it, but Active Sky released theirs today. Joe Erland is the dev, so he did ENGM, EBBR, and EDDF. He does good work, for sure. But as somebody mentioned before, they only released it for Microsoft 2024, which there's still a lot of people that are using 2020, right? So I wouldn't say MK Studios is cooked. I don't know where we came. I don't know why as a community we just decided to think like just because one developer does something that another developer is cooked if they're also going to be doing the same thing. I mean, I'm all for diversity and developers focusing on other projects if one has already been announced. There's not much point in another developer making it, but if they've already been into the development of it, then I guess it would make sense. But I thought MK was working on something else. I thought they were working on, man, I can't remember. There's been so many projects announced recently. I can't remember. I thought MK was working on a different airport that nobody had done yet. Seattle, that's the one. Thank you. We do have a BM World Seattle, but it's very mediocre and the performance is atrocious most of the time, to be honest with you. Jesse, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. People forget we live in a world where Coke and Pepsi coexist. I guess, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just not sure why as a flight sim community we've decided to, like, there can only be one. I mean, listen, Aerosoft does make good products, especially when it comes to their scenery. again, it's not really Aerosoft making the scenery. It's more Aerosoft publishing the scenery. But they do have some talented developers over there. That's for sure. MK is working on Seattle. Rob is working on the next book. Nice. Are you flying Fenix recommended sensitivities? I am, Garen. Yes, on the Fenix website. Correct. Cap, what are we flying next week? Next week, we're going to be back in the A350. The Tree Fitty. Next week, the 350, my friends. Yes, yes, yes. Henry, what are you doing? Can you go lay in your bed, please? In your bed. Go to your bed, please. Thank you, buddy. You went on a nice walk. You had your breakfast. Go in your bed. Eat your stick. Good boy. Go in your bed. Good boy. Came here for Henry, JK. I enjoy your channel, friend. Costas, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back, dude. I only buy airports currently if they work across both 2020 and 2024. Don't see a value of buying a 2024 only compatible airport. I mean, if you're still using 2020, I would agree with you 100%. Yeah. I just want an updated flight beam K-10 with the new A and C gates. I agree, Tyson. Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly, my friend. I agree. The Tree Fitty next week. Flew back to Miami, got 200 feet from the threshold with Autoland, had to take controls, I was getting pushed to the right. Uh-oh. Touchdown, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Watched your stream where you mentioned the Concorde. Didn't Singapore have one for a minute? I'm not sure, Wayward. I'm not really a Concorde aficionado, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Made the mistake of deleting 2020. I rectified that mistake yesterday. I feel like a lot of people made that. They preemptively just decided, oh, 2024 is out, time to delete 2020. I remember a wise man named Captain Canada said, don't do that, because it's probably going to take a year for 2024 to be, you know, reasonable. How come every time I install livery for the Fenix needs an update? Yeah, that's not right, Karen. It shouldn't be doing that. Something's not right with that one. Microsoft Wind? Oh, dude. It's a whole different animal. What's your personal favorite aircraft to fly? In the simulator or in real life, Touchdown? I mean, in a perfect world, I could fly an A220 and a Q400 all the time. Don't have those yet. But is it a GSX thing? Shouldn't be a GSX thing, Garen. Singapore was only planning on getting one, but they never did. Only British Airways and Air France actually flew them. Interesting. I installed 2020 only because my M.2 decided to shit itself. Uh-oh, that's not good. Debating between buying the iFly or the Fenix, what would you recommend? They are both great aircraft, Savage. I think you'll be happy with whatever purchase you decide to go for. They're both fantastic in their own retrospects. Just wish Active Sky had access to the weather was great in P3D. Yeah. The problem with that is just it's because Microsoft doesn't even do the weather, right? The weather is generated by a company called Meteo Blue. And they have basically locked down the SDK for the weather. I'm sure at some point we're going to get it, but I do agree with you. Active Sky was fantastic back in the day. It was really the only weather tool to have. Uninstalled 2020 back in January. Hundreds of flights later, don't miss it in it all. Damn, really? Generation Blow, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. This is a quick hello before work. Hope you're doing well. Doing well, man. Thanks for your support, buddy. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for coming to say hello. Sonny, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back. That's true, AJ. Very true. Very true. I wish better pushback would come to Microsoft. Love it so much better than GSX. GSX would be really good if you could customize your pushback and it wasn't a million different control buttons. That's where I think GSX could use some improvement. The keybinds in GSX are a little bit confusing. Badge, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Just get the feeling the weather can't make up its mind. Glad at Meteo Blue don't control the weather IRL. Yeah, it's a little bit weird for sure. The only reason I still have 2020 is because PMDG, iFly, TFDI, and Bluebird soon. Otherwise, it would be gone. Yeah, I think people forget as well. Bluebird 757 is releasing for 2020 before it is 2024. So it is a good reason. I do agree with you there. I do agree. All right, let's bump up our cost index a little bit here to like 25. Just give us a little bit of a better cruise. We're only cruising for 76 miles. 76 miles. MS-24 is basically Airbus simulator. Yeah. The reason I don't consider playing 2024 is the huge VRAM issues. I just can't stand the leaking. Apparently that's getting fixed, Eric. People are getting much better performance in the Sim Update 2 beta. I don't know if, I guess that's going to depend on your system specs, but... Can you wait for the 7.5 and the 7.6? Yes, I agree, man. I'm very excited for both of those aircraft. Yeah, I guess the RJ works now, right? The CRJ works in 2024. The BAE 146 does as well, right? Same Tension is also adding GSX integration through their ramp frequency. Do you think that would be a fix for GSX issues? I'd like to say yes, Garen, but knowing GSX, that's probably going to cause more issues. Cap, you said next time you're in the 350, you'd consider doing 4 to FIMP. Any chance of that happening? We'll see. How long of a flight is that, Aviations, again? Could maybe slot that into a Sunday or a Monday. That could be fun. That could be fun. The Fokker as well, yeah. Do you watch A330 Driver? I do not. No. I do not. I don't watch a lot of content when I'm not streaming. You know, I'll throw up like a V1 stream or a Flight Deck to Sim or an XP72 stream if I'm around, but a lot of the time if I'm not streaming, I'm out at the farm. Used to do Northwest 7.5 from Mini to LAX back in the day. That bird loved to fly. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Camel, 12 months as a business class member. This is 1 year flying high. Thanks for the content, Cap. Huge no floaty Stu Camel. Thank you very much for 12 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Very, very kind. Thank you, man. Justin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well as well, man. Happy Thursday. What a beauty. Oh, it is, man. The 7.5 is incredible. A beautiful aircraft. Got that right. I never got into the Fokker. I feel like... I mean, it never really flew... I guess there was some that flew around in North America. What, in the 90s? There might have been some Fokkers flying around. I never flew on one. Have you ever flown Air Canada Rouge? If so, what are they like? I have flown Air Canada Rouge. Not much different from mainline Air Canada. You just don't have seat back entertainment. So you got to bring your own entertainment. But I have flown Rouge before. They're fine. Fly-by-wire 380 runs so much better in 24 than it does in 20. Something, by the way, 24 utilizes CPU threads. Interesting. The BAE is as weird as I like my jets. I don't mind the BAE. I feel like I overdid it back in my X-Plane days, AJ, but he got probably mentioned many times on the channel. Oh, sorry, YouTube crashed. Give me a second. First YouTube crash of the day. No problem. Where was that one? Let me find that. Probably mentioned on Time's channel, but what's your take on 2024? I assume you're waiting a bit, still 2020 because of compatibility with add-ons. Yes, correct, Captain Robbie. Yeah. 2024 looks promising, but I feel like it needs some more time in the oven before I can fully jump on over.
GMCDH donated 50 Canadian dollars.
GMC!
Membership gifting not working for me at the moment.
Uh-oh. Well, huge no floaties to you, GMC, dropping the $50 donation. Jack, can we please get some love in chat for Mr. GMC with the 50 bones? Thank you very much, GMC. I appreciate you, my friend. That is incredibly kind. That would be 10 gifted members. We'll pretend 10 gifted members. Thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where does GSX gets its phraseology from for pushback? Like, hello, Captain, we're ready for pushback. That's not realistic. Garen, it's a flight simulator, Garen. I think you need to remember that first and foremost. Right? It's not, I mean, I don't know. I've never heard anybody complain about the phraseology from GSX, but I feel like we're nitpicking just a little bit too much. Didn't some Canadian company fly the Fokker as well, or call air crash investigation? I probably like Air Ontario or something like that. I actually flew a National 75 when they still did passenger ops. Cannot remember the experience though, since it was it has been like 9 years. One of our first flight in the 75 will be, I think it will be a delivery to continue with our trend from Renton or wherever. Thoughts? Could do that one, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to do some United ops in the 75 out of Denver. Benny, celebrating 57 months. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for the continued support. Appreciate you, buddy. Says, good day, Captain. Almost 60 months. Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, buddy. Can confirm IRL half the time you get yo, you guys ready? Yep. I agree with that one. Thank you, Benny, for the continued support as well, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. Is the Fenix Neo going to be a separate package? Correct. Yep, it's a whole new purchase for the Neos. I believe they're being sold together, the 320 and the 321, but it is a whole separate package. It is a brand new, a whole new aircraft. So you don't have to own the Fenix 320 series, 319, 321. You do not. AJ, 10 gifted members as well. Holy macaroni. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you for the support, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Mr. AJ. And if you did get a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you. Thank you very much, AJ. Appreciate you, buddy. V1 is here. Good to see you, V1. Says, best one I've had. Are you the ground crew? Yo, big dog, we ready to release the brakes? I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine. They, ground crew's got to have some fun too, right? Can't just let the pilots have all the fun. Gotta have some fun as the ground crew. Did Iceland Air in the old blue and white livery in the 7.5? They had some beautiful liveries on the 7.5, man. That one with like the Aurora Borealis painted across the aircraft, probably one of the best ones. Next V1 stream, we're going to be able to be calling him Big Dog. Hey, Big Dog, you ready to go? That's funny. All right, we got to enter our descent data. We're a little bit late on that. We're 24 miles till descent. So let's go ahead and pull up the wind and weather for Congonhas. Probably screwed that one up. Variable at 2. We're just going to put 170 at 2 then. 170 at 2 right down the runway. Good. Temperatures are showing 19 degrees with a dew point of 18. That could be some nastiness. 19 degrees and 1017. 19 degrees and 1017. Good. And our baro minimums, oh, I put 9 degrees. We want 19 degrees. There we go. And our baro minimums today on the ILS X-ray 17 right will be 2790. 2790. And we'll throw that into our, oops, nope, baro 2790. Wrong button once again. It's weird having a physical McDo beside me. I feel like I misclick a lot more now. All right, that's all plugged in. We are looking good. American 75 Astrojet. Oof, one of the best. One of the best. Any one of the bare metal liveries is just, man, so good looking. ECAP, is difficult to set up the control settings in 2024. It could be a little bit of a headache in 2024. The only thing that I can suggest in 2024 is when you're doing your initial joystick configuration, make sure that you save the profile across all of the airplanes that you fly. The one weird thing that I found in 2024 is when you save like a specific joystick profile, it only saves it for the airplane that you're like setting it up for. So make sure that I forget how to do it exactly, but when you're saving it, you want to save it so it goes across all aircraft. Right, we are 10 miles from top of drop, friends. So if we open up our charts here, once again, on the Ogtel 1 Alpha, you can see we need to be at Comgo above 5,500. So that's going to be our initial descent. Bump this down to 6. We'll flip that over 5,700. And then intercept is going to, I believe, be at 4,700. Yeah, 4,700 at Gersu. I really hope we get to see all the buildings on this approach. I know the weather's looking pretty nasty over there. Supposed to pick up some pretty nasty rain. Man, I still can't believe Brazil looks like this. Like, I can't believe we finally got a world update to Brazil. Man, so good. All right, let's start our descent now. We'll punch it in. We'll get the seatbelt signs back on. Get everybody seated and ready to rock and roll, friends. The only problem for me is the world update eats FPS. This world update? Really? Performance has been really good for me. I haven't really noticed anything with this update. Can't be set 5,500 on the MCP, not 5,700? Yeah, it's 5,500 initially. Look at the charts. So 5,500 feet initially, and then our intercept our intercept altitude's at 4,700. So initial descent 5,500, and then we'll bug that down to 4,700 as we get a little bit closer to our glide slope. Have you tried the toolbar pushback? Yes. Before GSX, Garen, I used toolbar pushback. I still think GSX is the best option. All right, good aviation fanatic. Glad you're here in Brazil. Thanks, Rafael. Good to see you, man. Welcome. Hey, dude. About a month ago, we flew in for the first time when the world update was released, and I was so impressed that I said we need to make this like a monthly thing where we come back down. I picked up another one of Paulo's airports, Campinas, however the hell you say it. So I'm looking forward to flying into there as well. One of the best stream overlays, what do you use? So the actual art I got created by a third party, it was a company. a company that worked specifically with like YouTube channels and stuff like that. So the art is done by a company, I forget the name of the company. Jeff Faviano actually hooked me up with them, gave me all of their contact information. The actual information that's displayed on the overlay is all done through Sim Toolkit Pro. So the altitude, the speed, the call sign, the little ETA, all that's done through Sim Toolkit Pro. We've actually had this overlay for years now. I haven't really found a need to change it. Would you recommend toolbar pushback for pushback and use GSX for boarding and refueling? No, I would still use GSX pushback. I think, Erin, if you're having a lot of problems with GSX pushback, make sure you're going to flightsim.to and you're downloading GSX profiles. If you have a GSX profile for the airport that you're flying in and out of, you probably won't have any issues with like pushback and that type of stuff. GSX works almost flawlessly if you have profiles for the certain airports that you're flying in and out of. And if it doesn't work, we blame Dan. Correct. Does that mean you have Sim Toolkit Pro when streaming? Yeah, Sim Toolkit Pro is on the stream PC. And then it has a network connection. You fly out of a lot of default airports. I'm pretty sure there's still profiles for default airports, Garen. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like there is profiles for even default. Excuse me. Oh, we definitely blame Dan. We love to blame Dan. This approach is sick. Dude, it's incredible. I flew it last night and was literally amazed at how nice it is. This has to be one of my favorite approaches right now. We've got our LATAM ops, no ADC required. Beautiful. We're running on time, friends. On time. We can work on some things here, actually. Let's get our auto brake set to medium, and we'll arm the ground spoilers. We'll get everything set up there. Good. We've got our baro mins set in here. Everything is set correctly. We've got QNH, temperatures, wind, and the only thing is the transition level. I don't think it's 8,500 feet. What do we got here? What do we have? Transition altitude is 8,000 feet. So we're going to put 080. There we go. Good. Beautiful, friends. That is some nasty looking clouds down there, chat. Nasty looking clouds. Been digging the visual low-way approach to 08 lately. Very cool approach to a beautiful area. We're going to be doing that on Saturday, King Bob. We're going to be doing some EasyJet, or whatever they call them, Alpine, I think, when they fly outside of the UK. We're going to be doing some Alpine ops on Saturday. I have to do, I have a big family dinner on Saturday, so the stream will be a little bit shorter on Saturday, but yeah. 2024 looks a little cartoony. I don't think so. I actually quite like the clouds in 2024. The whole atmosphere and night lighting is just so much better in 2024. Do you recommend the Fenix A320? Absolutely. Absolutely. Luke, celebrating 23 months. One more month until your 2-year badge. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks for your support. I appreciate you, my friend. Stijan, what's up, man? Good to see you as well. Welcome back. Yeah, we're going to be in Innsbruck on Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to that one. It's been a little bit since we've flown the Circle to Land runway 08. Also, arguably one of my favorite approaches ever in the sim. Davis, 64 months. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. Say Intentions Traffic releases next week. Will you be streaming it? I'm sure we will, Garen. Yeah. Davis, thank you for 64 months, man. I'm not even going to try and read that. I'm just going to respond with yes. Cap, if you enable RTX dynamic vibrance in 2020, it looks almost the same in 2024 lighting. Interesting. Is that a setting in the Microsoft settings, or is that like Did you ever meet Linus in person since you're in Canada? Linus Tech Tips? No, Linus lives on the complete opposite side of the country than I do. He's over in British Columbia, Vancouver. Rick, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well, man. Happy Thursday afternoon. It's an NVIDIA filter? Oh. A good flight would be Johannesburg to Nairobi, Kenya 738. I feel like we've done that one already, Cam. Didn't we do that in the 777? I think we did. We do a long-haul round trip. Long-haul round trip? So what, like a 6 or 7 hour flight and then load up and do it all the way back? Probably not. That'd be cool, Luke, yeah. I haven't flown in Russia for obvious reasons in quite a while. But it could definitely be fun. Alright, do we have any crazy speed restrictions on the descent? No, we don't. Just below 12.9 at SP 101 and above 55 at Comgu. Alright, we're good. SimCFI, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. How is she hanging in the RJ world, my friend? Yes, some nasty weather in Sao Paulo right now, correct. Hopefully it doesn't hamper the approach too much, but we'll see. How have you still not hit 80K? Dude, it's been wild the last, like, month or so. The amount of troll and bot accounts, it's been insane, man. Like, absolutely insane. Yes, I do need to do more Colombian flying. I do agree with you. The problem is still the ortho out in Colombia is E. Good. They had to clean 2-4 right or something about how much butter we left me in the NOTAM. Nice. Maverick, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back, buddy. Hope you're doing well. But yes, Colombia flying. I would love to do some more of that. Some high elevation ops. No idea tonight. Vegas played in Denver on Tuesday, so you could fly late nights fans from Vegas before tonight's game at 7. Could be an option. I agree the ortho requires a world update in Colombia. It's a shame for this country, known for its diversity. I do agree. Yeah, we need more South America love, man. If they could do what they did over here in Brazil to like all of South America, oh my goodness. Had an absolute greaser last night into LA after not flying for 3 weeks. That's the trick right there. Just don't fly for 3 weeks and then you feel great about it. You don't overthink it or anything. You flying later today? Yeah, we have another stream at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Yes, we do. The route is undecided, though. Not quite sure. I was thinking maybe Philly ops tonight, but I don't know. We'll see. We got Bluebird to release that 7.5 soon. You'll blow right through 79.9. Hopefully, Skyworker. We'll see, man. I would love that thing to release. Negative 54 with 1G. Nice. Just don't think the imagery is that good in Colombia. I have Zoom level 18 ortho and X-plane, and it doesn't even look insane. I think there's just a lot of clouds. Do you wake up every morning wondering who's going to be in your chat today? No. Did a negative 600 and a 319 in Albuquerque yesterday, was 109G, so I don't believe the foot per minute. Yeah, the foot per minute can be a little bit suspicious sometimes, to be honest with you. No, we'll be back in North America tonight, Aviation Fanatic, but yeah. That'd be nice. I love the MK Studios Philly scenery. It is fantastic. I do agree. Hooray! Is the Sobo 787 any good? Not really. I don't think it's worth its own separate purchase, to be honest with you, Kaiju. I don't think it's worth it. You do KPI to KROA with same intentions for your evening stream? Probably not, Karen. Although KPI wouldn't be bad. Reggie, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. I will see you tonight, man. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, my amigo. Alright, Chad, are we ready for a crazy approach? I'm hoping we're going to be able to see stuff down there. I don't know. I'm hoping. Don't buy the new 7.3 Max. It's trash. Just a duplicate of the Bredock 7.3. Didn't he put out a version 2 of it? Reggie, 30 months. Appreciate you, my man. Huge enough floaties to you, dude. Thank you for 30 months. 6 more months till you're repping the 3-year badge, Reg. Thanks for supporting me, Go. Appreciate you, buddy. Well, imagine flying this approach and not being able to see, like, the downtown. It's not looking very good. It's looking quite hazy, and it seems to be worse. I think the airport's, like, right over there, too. But it'd be a cool flight back into Santos Dumont as well. That's always, hang on! Yeah, the iFly Max 8 is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, Garen, at this point, if you're buying Bredock, there's pretty much no hope. There's no hope. If those are the type, if you're buying Latin VFR and Bredock, then there's, yeah, you just enjoy those airplanes. Nicholas celebrating 2 years. Not 2 Big Macs, 2 years. Huge no floaties to you, Nicholas. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. I appreciate you, buddy. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, amigo. Appreciate you, buddy. 2 Big Macs. Jordan celebrating 13 months. Appreciate you as well, man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very much for 13 months as a first class member. Huge no floaties, man. Grab yourself a nice cool beverage. Relax for this gorgeous arrival. 10,000 feet, landing lights are on. What I'm going to do, because this airplane can be a little bit of a headache to slow down sometimes, let's go ahead and activate our approach mode now, just so that our speed comes back a little bit and we can stay at clean speeds. Soren celebrating 32 months. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much, Soren, as well. Appreciate you, dude. Very, very, very kind. Thank you, buddy. All right, next step down, 4,700 feet to intercept. I hope you guys are ready for an absolute smasher. Remember what airplane we're flying right now. So everybody hang tight. I don't want to hear any chiropractic appointments, nothing. We're flying the 319 into a very tricky, high elevation airport. At what point will you switch over to 24? Matthias, as soon as my add-ons, all of my add-ons are compatible. Scenery, aircraft. There's just too many good airplanes in 2020 that don't work in 2024 yet. 319 is a smash machine? Yes, it is. Air Canada 08 celebrating 4 months. Says, I'm going to Florida on Sunday. Well, you lucky boy, you. I'm not jealous at all. Nope. I have a chiropractor on speed dial. Yes, you do. You guys may get ready to use the smash emoji. We don't have smashes very often, but when we fly the 319, it happens. Happens to the best of us, okay? I have V1 here to certify that the 319 is a smash bus. Right, 9,000 foot restriction. We're about to be through that. There we go. The aircraft will continue to descend. Our speed looks great right now. We're below flap 1 speed, so that is all good. And this airplane can be a little bit piggy to slow down as well. When I deactivate the autopilot in the Fenix Airbuses, the master warning does not appear. We got Tylenol in the front galley and back braces on standby. There we go. Hi, chiropractor. Yes, this is an emergency. Captain Canada is landing the 319. Correct. Correct. Well, looks pretty hazy down there, chat. We can start to see some buildings. Man, this approach is just incredible. Stijan, hello from the Netherlands. Good to see you, man. Anybody remember the old Smash or Pass website? I do remember that. I don't remember playing it, but I remember seeing it. Barometric pressure, 1017. There we go. Left side, right side. Good. How can I change that, Cap? The oral master warning only disappears when I click on the master caution light. I mean, if you're flying with the TCA Airbus, you just set it so it's autopilot off. And it should give you the chirps. The Is Omegle still going? Oh, yeah. Still going strong. Got all the weirdos on Omegle. I should go on Omegle dressed as Captain Canada. Thought it was only me in the 319? Oh, no. This is, yeah. Hey, Cap, would you recommend an RTX 3060 for both Microsofts? If I'm being honest with you, no. I would say go with like a 4060, 4070 if you can, budget it. I think you'd be much better off with a 4070. The problem with getting a 3060 now is the price to performance that you're going to be paying in a year from now, right? That's the big thing. When you look at building a computer, I get it. It can be expensive. But you're looking at down the line. You're not looking for like just 1 year of support out of your PC, right? All right, speed check, flaps 1. We're going to stay on profile. Speed looks great right now. Get those sim sounds back up. Just finishing my stretch, chat, so we're all ready to go. The only thing that sucks is the weather right now. I wish it was slightly nicer weather so we could see all the beauty that is beneath us. Because boy, oh boy, it is beauty. That is some nastiness in front of us, by the way, chat. We're going to arm our localizer. Lokestar captured. Beautiful. We'll arm our approach here in a second. Actually, we can arm it right now. Glide slope captured. Beautiful. Looking spicy? It is. Because we can barely see down there. And it is beautiful. I wish we could see. I'm in the brace position and ready. Smart man. Smart man. Gear down. Flaps 2. Give them a ding. Good. Man, it sucks that we can't see any of that down there right now. Sheesh. Speed check, flaps 3. Stupid real world weather. Nice. Alright, all of our lights are on. We're looking good. Speed check, 160 knots, flaps full. I mean, we can kind of see out there now. But man, this approach would have just been so much better if we could have seen everything. We're starting to see it, chat. Look at this, dude. This is why we will be back doing this approach. Endless amount of times, friends. Endless amount of times. Alright, joystick cam is going on. I've got visual of the runway. My airplane. Ready for a smash, friends. Smash or pass, baby. Smash or pass. I mean, look at this approach, chat. Insanity. As much as I want to give you a wing view right now, we got to focus on landing this airplane. A little bit below slope there, no problem. Correcting. There we go, back on 2 white, 2 red. We're flying Pappies, not glide slope. The glide slope's a little bit wonky.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Glide slope.
40, 30, 20, retard. Drive.
Yep, we knew that was coming. Nose down gently, reversers are out, decelerating. Maintain center line, good. $70 knots reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Sao Paulo. Yeah, the glide slope is it's been in the release. The glide slope is all wonky because of the world update. There's some weird, you can see like the runway kind of like slopes off towards nothing. It can be a little bit weird. That was a pretty good landing. I think I started flaring and kind of just let go a little bit too early, but I feel like that was pretty good. What was that? 223 1.11 G. I'm fine with that. No bounces, especially for this little short runway up in elevation. No problem with that one, chat. That was a good one. We'll take that any day of the week into here. Any day of the week. I just wish it was a little bit more that weather kind of broke up a little bit earlier so we could get some better views of the approach. But other than that, not bad at all. Landing lights off, runway turn-offs off, nose light to taxi, strobe lights off, wing lights off, APU master start switch goes on. Good. We'll clean up the ground spoilers. We'll clean up the flaps. Beautiful. Overall, pretty happy with that. Got company traffic right behind us here as well. Looking good. Another 319. Beauty. How is the default SBSP? I'm not sure what default looks like. I've always had the Paulo Ricardo. We have flown this approach before, but this approach is literally, it's completely changed with this now. Wait, what am I doing? Off, off, on. I already did all this. All right, and you start. Thank you. Sorry, going a little bit fast here. I'm going to stop the clock on that as well. 47 minutes on the flight time. Gate assignment today, I think we're looking for 15 or 13 gates. Let's go 12? Sure, we'll go 12. Butter, welcome to SP, dude. I would love to fly this approach real life. It would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, APU is spooling up. We're looking good. And we're looking for stand 12, which is up here on our left. I think it's right beside that 737. 1 to 12 has jet bridges. Oh, we want 13 then. Hold on. We want to watch the people walking out. Change. 13. No. Good. All right. Nose light can go off. APU bleed can go on. I forgot I'm flying a 319. I don't need to take my turn so wide. Alright, should be good there. Park brakes are on. Upstairs, APU's on. Bleed's on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. Beacon lights off. Seatbelt signs are off. Fuel pumps can go off. We'll go and get our Cappy Purrs and our cruise supply off. Good. Predictive wind shear system can go off as well. Beauty. Very good, friends. We'll go to GSX. We will request deboarding. Very nice. Very nice, my friends. Oh. We'll jump to this side. We'll watch the deboarding process. Very good. Very good, very good. Let's jump over here. We will dismiss that. We'll go to our Fenix tab. We'll go to ground services. We will open you, open you, open you, and open you. Good. Make sure I got everything else turned off as well up here. Everything is off, 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 off. Good. Cool. Sweet. Well, there we go, friends. I would say that that was a pretty successful landing. If you enjoyed that one, don't forget to smash down the thumbs up. The real fun begins now. As fun as that approach was, we're now going back into Santos Dumont, which is arguably has to be one of the toughest approaches in Brazil. Maybe not, actually. There might be a few other tough ones, but it has to be right up there with one of the tougher approaches into Brazil. It's absolutely crazy, this approach coming up here, chat. So, all right, we're going SBSP. Good. Over to Henry. Henry, no, come on. Off. Get off. Go in your bed. Give me a second, chat.
Takeoff, 718 by Antwerp,
This guy's sitting chewing on the green screen again. I don't know why. All right, we're back. Okay, SP over to SBRJ. SBRJ. Good. That's good, that's done. I feel like my camera is my camera like laggy? Looks kind of laggy. It's weird. Hold on, let me unplug it and plug it in. Wouldn't surprise me if there's some crazy Amazon approaches. Oh, there definitely are. That's for sure. Okay, we are ready to go. Same call sign. SBSP over to SBRJ. 319. Please.
via Bayan to offer transition Luxor.
Alright, we'll generate that. I got some tunes for you guys as well. I'll turn those on. Anybody know when Sim Update 2 finally comes out? Well, it's in the beta right now. Not quite sure when it'll be coming out. I do have friends in Brazilian Airlines, and to land at Santos Dumont Airport, only captains are allowed to land there. That's why it's common to have 2 captains on board for the legs. Interesting. Huh. I didn't know that. It's very cool. Alright, banner is updated. Looking good. Luis, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Matthew, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Chick-fil-A for breakfast? You lucky dog. Alright, let's unload, import, sim brief, new flight, good. And now is where we get to have some fun, friends. Now we get to kind of plan our approach. So, what approach do we want to do, chat? We're going to be landing 20 left. So we've got the RMP Foxtrot, boring. We've got the visual, which is always fun. I think that's the one we flew in last time. The RMP Mike, which is kind of cool. You overfly the airport and then make a turn and in, a visual turn and in. That could be kind of cool. I guess that's the visual track. The confirmed visual track. Alright, interesting. What else do we have? We have the Echo, no. We have the Gulf, no. No, we're not coming in from that way. Victor, no. We've got the Arnav Uniform. Or the Yankee. Now, this one usually wins. Is this the approach that you guys want to see? This is the approach that usually wins. This one is the super cool one. It's an RNAV approach. I mean, we could do this one, or we could do the Foxtrot, which is this one, which is the one we did last time. At the bridge, you make that right turn down and in. This one looks cool. The RMP Yankee. Probably not what they would use in real life, but still looks cool as hell. I say we go with this one, chat. Let's try this one. Let's go to flights and select RNP Yankee, add route. Good. There it is. And then our go around takes us out here, hold, and then back. Yeah, let's do this one. We're going to get some incredible views on the descent through Rio as well on this approach. Should be really, really, really cool. Which flights do you still need to do, Cap? I just arrived. Happy to see you and flying to my country. We just did the first flight. So the first flight is done. We're actually fully deboarded as well. So we're going to reload SimBrief. Good. And we'll request our boarding. Good. And then we'll jump inside and we'll start working on some numbers. Let's go to My Flights. We're going to import the next flight. Oh, you know what I need to do actually still? Hold on. Pre-file. Yes, you can connect the tug now. Only going to 27,000. We'll file. Good. I will disconnect and reconnect. Good. All right, sweet. Let's go to our mass and balance tab. We're going to load aircraft. We're going to go instant. Good. We'll dismiss that. Beautiful. Let's come down here and start working on some numbers. So we'll go to our NITREF tab. We'll NIT request. Call sign on the way back is the same. TAM 3923. Good. SBSP to SBRJ. Correct. Go to our flight plan. Departures. 17 right. Via the Bai 2 Alpha. Good. With the Nibru transition. Insert SBRJ arrivals. We are on the Arnav Victor 20 left. Wait, is it the Arnav Victor or uniform? What did we select? Arnav Yankee. I was wrong on both accounts. Arnav Yankee 20 left. Arnav Alpha Bravo Echo Foxtrot Golf Lima Mike Tango. We need the Yankee. There it is right there. The Arnav Yankee 20 left. Our star is the Asal 1 Alpha. Our transition is Kevum. And our approach via is Gellet. And we'll insert that. Beautiful. Scroll through our flight plan. No discontinuities. Everything looks good there. Happy with all of that. Good. Let's go to our init-ref cost index. Actually, nope, let's jump over here. Let's send all of this data over. Send to McDo. Good. The aircraft will be 55.3, 30.1, 3.5 on the block. That all looks correct to me. Good. Go back to our init A page. Cost index 5. Cruise level 270, 27,000 feet. Beautiful. We'll go to our performance page. We'll grab some perf numbers from our departure calculator. 17 right, dry. We're going to do a flaps 2 departure again. Force toga, yes. Off on sync load sheet, sync live weather, and we'll calculate that. 13, 14, 20. No flex, and up 0. Is that 3 or 9? 0.3, I believe. Good. And we'll send all of that down here. Send to McDo. Confirm those numbers have been inserted. 0.3 was correct. Beautiful. Looking good, friends. We got some company messages to deal with down here. So we'll go to McDo menu, ATSU, AOC, received messages. We have our arrival messages. There we go. And our preliminary load sheet, we'll accept that. And then our finalized load sheet, 141 plus 2 on the return flight. Friends, good. That's all done. That's all set. We'll watch the boarding process. Just got new Turtle Beach rudder pedals. Nice. Let me know how they are. Give me a second, chat. Jesus, man, Henry's being a handful today. Salah, how are you, my friend? Welcome back. Hope we're doing well. Good to see you, dude. Gringo, what's up, my friend? Welcome back. Hope you're well. Good to see you, dude. Damn, it boards so fast when you use both boarding doors. Be the Gamer, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Louis Tom, welcome back as well. Hope we're doing well. Just finished a 17-hour flight. Jeez. That's a long one. Where'd you go?
Sao Paulo traffic, Gol 1653 on a 5-mile final for runway 17 right. Sao Paulo traffic.
Star 777, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back, dude. Hope you are well. Oh, don't know what this bus is doing. No problem. He'll figure it out eventually. There we go. SFO to Singapore in the 350. Oof. Oh, that's a long one. How many years have you been streaming? I want to say 6 years now. 6 or 7 years. All right, I think we're ready to go, chat. Let's come down here. We'll make sure that all of our doors are closed. Those are closed. Those are closed. What do we got over here? Oh, they're loading the last container on board. Hello. You have very nice blue eyes, sir. Nice haircut, too. Nice beard. Very nice trim on the beard. Looks good. Did you already try the WinWing Sim throttle? No. What size monitor am I using? 32-inch. You can put exclamation point monitor in chat. Alright, boarding has been completed. Remove the chocks and cones. Remove and close those cargo doors. Hell yeah. Let's get ready to go, friends. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Get the sim sounds turned back up. We're going to 17 right. We'll go ahead and get the beacon light on, the seatbelt signs on, the fuel pumps back on, you back on, you back on. We'll also reset our clocks and release the park brake. And we'll start the block time. Good. Beautiful. Engine mode selector to the start position. Turn the music down just a little bit. Get the sim sounds back up. And we'll go ahead and spool up engine number 1. Enjoy. Oh, there's a goal coming in. Sorry. Sorry. Hopefully he stops. Or just keeps going. No problem. Lots of room. Dang, you really do have a command for everything? I mean, when you get asked all the time, right? Why is our engine not starting? Oh, it is. It did this last time we did pushback too. Like pushed us almost onto the grass. All right, park brake set. Good engine start on number 1. Recycle our flight directors as well. All right, we'll spool number 2. Absolutely nothing to see here. You are correct. Nothing to see here, friends. Almost onto the grass. It's okay. For watching your streams, I was encouraged to make the next step flying on VATSIM. Just finished my first flight with fully staffed ATC. Congratulations, Craig. Great news, man. How'd you like it? Hopefully everything went smoothly for you. Andy, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back as well. Hope you're well, my friend. Average Daytonian, good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day so far, my friend. All right, we have 2 good engines. Wonderful. Let's go upstairs. There's the bus transfer. APU can go off. APU bleed can go off. We'll set flaps position 2 for takeoff. We'll recycle the flight directors back on. Good. Ground spoilers armed. Engine mode selector back to the normal position. Predictive wind shear system goes on and auto brakes over to max RTO. And we need a trim value of up 0.3. Set that now, up 0.3, good, and I believe this needs a reset as well. There we go. Beautiful. We're just going to bug up 27,000 feet on the departure. Good, we've got that set in, and he's on his way, which means that we are also on our way. Taxi light, nose light is on. Good. What is this here? Switching panel. Why is that on? What button did I press to turn that on? Oh, this one. Never mind. I know what I did, chat. We're all good. Do you practice one-engine taxi? I don't do a lot of one-engine taxis, no. I know that they're starting to become a little bit more popular. Takeoff config test checked. We'll ding the cabin. Let them know we're ready to go. And we got our taxi going, chat. Over to runway 17 right. Unlike when you connected GPU mid-flight, then we're not good. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to do that. That would not be good. That would not be good at all. Very excited for this approach into Santos Dumont. Always a special one. Is this airport payware? Yes, it is. Exclamation point scenery in chat if you are interested in it. Single engine taxi is good for the bank account and the environment too. Yeah, not wrong. Probably more so for the environment, let's be real.
Sao Paulo traffic, hands are gonna we're taking off our way to the rise.
They nailed the Brazil update. It's so good. It is so good. So these are some of the issues with the terrain right now. As I was mentioning, you can see this is where the scenery needs to get updated after the world update. There's some terrain issues. We noticed this last time we were flying in and out of here. So hopefully Paulo, I'm sure he'll be on an update sooner than later. But we're a little bit close to our wing strike right there. No problem. No problem. And that's where that glide slope deviation comes in when you're landing. Departing traffic now. Good. Sao Paulo traffic, TAM 3023 lining up runway 17 right. Alrighty. Let's get our landing lights on, runway turnoffs, strobe lights, wing lights, nose lights. Good. You planning some Ryanair ops soon? Not within the next couple of weeks. But within the next month or so, yeah, probably. Maybe to uninstall and reinstall, just bought the scenery and it's not like that on your end. Interesting. You might be right then. Maybe I do need to update something. Huh. I don't think a reinstall would do anything, but I could be wrong. Do you have the Brazil World Update installed correctly? That would be my only other thing. Did you purchase the World Update? All right, we're on the runway. We're looking good. Yes. Interesting. Okay. I'll try and reinstall. I believe I installed the scenery after I did the World Update, I think. Cap, check your push to talk. Not hearing you on frequency. It's doing that thing again. Hold on, I gotta reconnect. Oh wait, no, I might be able to just apply it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's working. Thank you. Hey, just got back from Rio and flew over Sao Paulo, and it was the scariest landing ever. This is bringing me back. Can you eat your stick in your bed? Good boy. Eat your stick. I don't know why you're so jacked up today. He's being crazy today, Chad. He like won't settle. He's all over the place, chewing on things. Are you going full puppy mode today? Full puppy mode, I see. All right, he is 7.5 miles in front of us at 5,000 feet. We should be good for departure. Sao Paulo traffic, Latam 3023, departing runway 17 right. All right, friends, let's do it. Sounds are up. Joystick cam is on. Throttle's up to about 40%. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. Good. Punch it. Mantoga SRS runway auto thrust blur. Let's go flying. Airspeed is alive. Knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. The rocket ship. Throttles to climb. My goodness. My goodness. Those are some great sounding engines, chat. Great sounding engines. Alright, flaps 1. Ground spoilers disarmed. Runway turnoffs and nose lights off, as well as our wing lights. Good. Beautiful city down there as well. Man, this update is just incredible. It's actually insane. This might be some of the best scenery in the sim right now. As far as just like the density of the population down there. Speed check, flaps clean. Not wrong, CST. Not wrong. Look at that. Just incredible. I feel like this needs to be our once a month routing, chat. Alright, pitch for speed 250, below 10. We'll make this left turn and then we'll hand it over to autopilot. Through 8,000 feet, we'll go standard baro. Alrighty, autopilot 1 is on. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Beautiful. Henry, you gonna come say hi to chat? Come here, buddy. Come say hi to chat. Come here. Come up. Say hi to chat. Say hi, chat. My name's Henry, and I am a naughty boy today. Did you tell them? You tell them how you're a naughty boy? Yeah, you have to tell them. Naughty boy Henry. Yes, full of beans today. And why are you full of beans? Right? Henry. Henry. Okay. You go lay down. Good boy. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down in your bed. Lay down, buddy. Go lay down in your bed. We'll turn on the Henry cam. In your bed. Good boy. Lay down. Good boy. He hit his Henry cam. You hit your Henry cam. That'll keep him busy for 5 minutes. Your settings all ultra? No, high end. High end preset with clouds ultra. Henry needs to take you out for a walk. Maybe we'll chill after that. Dude, I literally got back like 20 minutes before stream from a massive walk. He's just being a butthead today. We filled his Kong with some treats, though. Hopefully this keeps him entertained for a little bit. Probably not, but hopefully it does. Trees and bushes on low, correct. Trees and bushes on low. That is correct. Spring fever, my doggo has been nuts the last few days. Just wants to go outside and run. Just gotta wait till we go to the farm to do that, though. Let me run. Alright, let's have a little look-see here at the arrival. Enat, thank you very much for your subscription to the channel. Very much appreciated. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, this is going to be a pretty cool approach, chat. Flying that circle RNAV in. We should get some beautiful views. Sorry, one more. TLOD, is that a command? So, Andrew, I just have it set to the high-end preset, which I believe leaves it at 100. I think that's what the TLOD is. Let him try some of that stretching material. Preferably not. Had a couple of close calls with Daisy with that one. Bushes on low, Kappa. Kappa, Kappa. Thanks again, Enat, for your support, my friend. Welcome aboard. Huge no floaties to you. Way back, my friend would hotbox his cat. Jesus Christ. feel like that's like cruel and unusual punishment, maybe. Is the weather better in Santos Dumont? I believe it is. Winds 200 at 13, so right down the runway, 13 knots. Few at 2,000, scattered at 35, 4,000 thunderclouds, though. So we may pick up some weather inbound as well. Wooden 100, thank you for your subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. You know, the tray came out, the cat would be right there meowing. That's genuinely hilarious. I wonder if it's the same as like catnip to them. Your dog Tank follows the dab pen around. Jesus. That's funny. I have 3 cats and a dog in the house, a bird's nest on my front, and 2 ducks in the pool. Is my house a zoo? We're close enough. Feel like we're definitely getting there. Henry is searching for remnants of treats. Never flown in Brazil yet. I think I should change it when I see how crazy the approaches they have. Bob Air, it is incredible flying over here. Like, absolutely incredible. And especially with the world update now, man, it is crazy. It's so good. I wish it was more popular. I'm trying to do my best to grow the... I wish it was a little bit more popular. Did we forget our chrono again? I think we did, because I still had the old time on. This is Microsoft 2020. Yes, correct. It is... You lay down in your bed? In your bed? He wants you to look at his nice shiny coat, chat. Can confirm there are no scenery issues at SBSP, so you have the recent free update released 25 of March this year. I should, Paul. Maybe I didn't update it. I'll have to look into that. I'm guessing that I'm not running the most up-to-date version of the scenery. I'd assume that's what's going on. So I'll get that fixed for the next time. The next time we fly in. All right, we are 15 miles from descent already, chat, after we've reached our cruise altitude. So pull up the weather here quickly, and we'll jump down to this guy. So our weather is going 200 at 13. Good. Temperatures are 27 degrees. QNH is 10-11. Good. And our baro minimums on the approach were 307. Good. And if we scroll back here, we see 9 miles till descent. So our initial descent will take us down to 6,000 at Gelit. So let's bug up 6,000 and we'll start our descent now. Good. Cruising for all of about 15 miles there. He's not having it, Cap. Try a gummy. Yeah, he's definitely not having it today. He ain't having it. I don't know why he's so jacked up this morning. Check Sim Market. There should be a new version for 2020, 2024 free upgrade. Yeah, I will check that. I think that's where I bought the scenery. It's either there or Contrail. If it's not available for purchase on Contrail, then I got it through Sim Market. It's the problem with owning so many sceneries. Having the McDo is so nice. I find myself putting in emergency return legs. It's so good, AJ. I mean, now with the setup too, I've got the mini autopilot panel. I've got my radio stack. I've got the McDo, and then we've got the Thrustmaster Airbus pack. We're pretty close to like everything that I would need for my Airbus adventures. I think the PR scenery is only available on Sim Market. Okay, so that's where I have it then. I could have sworn I had it on Orbex, but I don't think it's sold on Orbex. I have 5 mini chickens in my garden, 3 more in my parents' garden, 2 dogs, 2 cats, previously 3 ferrets. Is that considered a zoo? Yep, a petting zoo. Hello, there's a little CRJ content on YouTube since release. Wasn't good? It's not the best, Fred. They really need to, get a flight model update on that thing. Like, really bad. And a pony and 2 sheeps in my mom's field. There you go. Very cool. Contrail is becoming the best one-stop shop. Wish all developers would use it. I'm kind of surprised more developers don't use it, CST. I do agree with you. I like the layout of it. I like updating products from it as well. It's very clear and like shows you what needs to be updated, and yeah. Flying the Fenix tonight, that's the plan. Ecam, we plan to change the CPU to a Ryzen 9800 X3D. What difference do the X3D and Intel? I'm not entirely sure about the numbers. I just know that X3D chips for the games are the best chips on the market right now. Ecap, totally missed a notification about this majority of the stream. Lincoln, good to see you, man. Welcome back. You're still right in time for an incredible approach into Santos Dumont. Yeah, I could see Contrail, AJ taking over like Sim Market and all those guys in the near future. Man, look at that. It's beautiful down there. What RNAV did you choose? The RNAV Yankee. It's a cool little approach. RNAV Yankee. So we're basically going to overfly the field at the threshold, and then we make a big left descending looping turn that puts us basically on short final at above 200 feet. So it should be really cool, man. Should be a real fun approach. Sorry. Now this is probably not the normal approach that we would get flying into here, but last time we did like the regular RNAV arrival, which we just follow the bridge and then down and in. So I just wanted to try something a little different. What is the difference between the ILS Yankee and X-Ray? On the ILS approaches, usually it has to do with your minimums or aircraft weight. You'd recommend the mic if you're in the mood for that? Well, we've already got everything set up for this one. But my goal is every time I fly into this airport, if I can, to fly a different arrival. The RNP mic is, I think, that's a cool one too. I definitely want to do that one because then you've got the visual track. It's basically what we're doing now, just a much shorter turn. The mic would be cool. That's probably what we'll do next, because that'd be a cool ass approach as well. That would definitely be a fun one. Visuals out here though now, pretty wild. Afternoon caps, I'm late. You're audio for tomorrow. Go Habs. Shh. Shh. Did they clinch yet? Did we not turn off landing lights? Bad first officers. Have we at top of descent? Yes, we are descending through 18,200 feet now. Speaking of which, did we set, is it 7,500 feet? What is the 7,000? So 70, we'll throw that into there. Good. GMC with the gifted membership. Huge no floaties to you, GMC. Thank you very much, as always, my friend. And Pedro, if you are here, please make sure you get some no floaties and thank yous in chat for Mr. GMC. Thank you, GMC. Appreciate you, my man. Very, very, very kind, dude. You doing South America tour, or is this just a one-off? Just a one-off this week, Briggy. We're actually going to be over in Europe for the rest of the week, most likely. At least Saturday and Sunday we're going to be in Europe. We might be over to... we might be back on Monday, but we'll see. How many more subs till 80K? Honestly, AJ, I stopped looking at the sub count because it's just a troll nightmare right now, dude. I'll gain like 50 subscribers, 40 subscribers in a day, AJ, and then I'll log back in and look the next day, and I'm minus 60 subscribers. It's insane, dude. After every video that I put out, there's a bot that's talking about cryptocurrency. Every single stream after it goes live. About 10-15 minutes after the stream is turned into a VOD. It's been crazy, dude. We've had more bots and troll accounts subscribing than we have regular accounts over probably about the last month. It's been super, super, super weird. I spoke to a couple other people as well, and they were kind of getting the same thing. It's been a weird month. But anyways, when I woke up this morning and I checked, we were 67 subscribers away. How does that happen? Dude, the bot accounts have just been going crazy on YouTube, man. Kyle, just do a landing with a 380 in Innsbruck and a PS4 controller and post a short, you'll be at 100K by morning. Probably not wrong. Probably not wrong. Star 777 gifting 5 members to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for the continued support. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Mr. Star 777 with the 5 gifted members. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate you. Yeah, Will, it's been insane, dude. It's, I've never seen anything like it on YouTube before. It's, like, there's always been troll accounts and bot accounts and stuff like that, but I've never seen it to this level. This is insane. It almost feels like a takeover at some point. Bring this one down. Good. All right, we're perfect on profile. We're descending through 12,600. And remember, our approach had us at Gellet for 6. And then from Gellet, we're going to continue the descent. Looks like we have 44 at Potgi, 3,500 at RJ 133, 2,200 at RJ 131, sorry, 132. And then on the RNAV approach, we'll be on the vertical guidance from there. Might have to consider landing a 380 at Santos Dumont. I am going to start playing around with downloading the VODs and making shorts out of them. Departure and arrival shorts. Something that I have got ready to go. All right, we're going to go medium auto brake. We may have to resort to full manual braking. We'll put auto brake on medium. We'll arm the ground spoilers. We are approaching 10,000 feet now. See on Flight Radar 24, SBRJ must be having problems. Many flights canceled. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's not good at all. It's rainy season? It is. Isn't it they're going into their winter right now, aren't they? Isn't that how it works? Peter, how do I get the VA CDM like a TOBT or a TSAT in VATSIM? I wish I knew I could help you, Peter. I'm not even entirely sure what those mean. If you can elaborate on that, I might be able to help you a little bit. You've got a bit of a cross and landing for your information, 14 knots. The weather was showing 190 at 10. We're landing 20 left. Actually showing blowing down the runway right now. Now remember, this could be a little bit dated. It's not running. We're about 30 minutes back from real time. Is here or there, about 30 minutes. Their seasons are opposite? Okay, yes, correct. All right, 10,000. Landing lights are on. Ding the cabin. Let's get prepared for arrival here, friends. Some fun stuff is about to happen. Saw last night while watching Maverick doing a flight Las Vegas to LA. He had you as his FO. Nice. Say intentions, baby. Not sure if you fly IVO, but IVO is big in Brazil. Many more ATC compared to VATSIM. Interesting. That's something that I may have to consider. Jugelstump. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Dropping the €6.
Jugelstump donated €5.99. I'm not your most consistent viewer, but always appreciate hanging around here.
Hey, man. Appreciate you, dude. Life is busy, right? Life is busy. You know where to find me. You know when to find me. Thank you for the support, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at those visuals. Gorgeous. Oh, that's not good, James. Should try IVO sometimes. It's interesting. South America and Europe, North Africa. Yeah, I know IVO is pretty popular in certain airspaces over VATSIM. I do know that. I have seen that before. Definitely something to consider. I'm not sure, Retro. Depends, man, I guess. Depends where you have scenery. Really depends. You playing more flights after this today? Yes, there is an evening stream tonight. At 7 p.m. Eastern. Not sure of the destination yet, but we are live tonight. Is it worth buying Microsoft 24 or shall I wait for it to be more stable? I mean, I'm waiting for it to be more stable, but I don't, you know, I can't speak for everyone. But me personally, yes, I'm waiting for it to be more stable. Will you have enough visibility to land? Yes, we should be under the cloud layer to land. We should be good. We can also take this RNAV approach pretty low. I think it was 370 feet. 307. So yeah, we can take this approach pretty low. We should be fine. Is Saturday a long haul? No, this Saturday I have a family dinner. Next Saturday we'll have a long haul in the 350. We'll do a cool flight in the 350. Let's say Sim Update 2 will be a sim changer. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all for it, but really at the end of the day, until all of my third-party add-ons are compatible in 2024, I'm most likely sticking with 2020. 1011 on the QNH. Set and cross-checked. A team, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. You can do Fenix and any builds 350 ops in 2024. Yeah, the problem is the performance still, Garen. That's why we said it's, you know, after Sim Update 2, we'll take a look and see how things are going, but the major thing is the performance as well in 2024. The VRAM usage is through the roof. And I'm not the biggest fan of flying from default airport to default airport. What long haul you thinking? Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I was playing with the idea of doing Dubai to Hong Kong. I don't know how long of a flight that one is, but it's something that I had been playing with. All right, let's take this down to 2,000 now in managed mode. We're going to come down here and we're going to activate our approach phase. Good. And we're going to arm our approach. There's final approach and speed. Good. Why is our airspeed just rock? Okay, there we go. Went through a little. About 6 to 7 hours. Well, that's a perfect flight. I think maybe we should book that in. Chat, when's Cross the Pond? Isn't it this month? Is it the 26th of April? Flew Amsterdam to Kilimanjaro yesterday in the 350. Damn. 2024 is still a train wreck for me. 6 gigs of VRAM is the main menu in Sim Update 2 beta. Eesh. That's definitely not the best. Across the pond is the 26th. They should be opening the slots then soon, I would think, yeah? I've seen people in Sim Update 2 doing fine. Yeah, right now there's just the massive VRAM issues. That's what's killing 2024 for me. Victor Foxtrot, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. We're doing well. Auto brake off. I believe that this is a famous stadium down here. Interesting, I'm 10 miles behind you and it started pouring down rain going through the clouds. It was just raining for us as well, coming through those clouds. Maracana. Loading up the 380 to do Heathrow to Doha. Nice. What are my specs? You can put exclamation point specs in chat. Stunning views. Look at that, chat. Wow. No, you have like this. Exclamation point. Not the word. Maracana is in front of you. Right here. This one. All right. Coming up on 3,000 feet. Let's go speed check. Flaps 1. The rainbow. So pretty. All I want to do is just sit at a wing view. I just want to look out the windows and see all the beautiful scenery beneath us, but we're on final approach. We've got the airport out there in front of us. Yeah, maybe 80K special. We could do FAC to EDDM in the 350. Maybe. We'll see, man. We will see. All right, we're coming up on 2,500 feet. We'll get ready for gear down, flaps 2. We'll keep descending down to 1,000 feet. All right, speed check. Flaps and gear are down. Don't forget the replay. Nope, this isn't the last leg. We've got one more flight after this one. This is not the last leg. Good. Get all the rest of our lights on. Beautiful. Alrighty, speed check. Flaps 3. We should be making our left turn now soon. Any second. Start our left descending turn. There it goes. Man, what a cool approach, chat. Speed check. Flaps full. 2,000 feet fully configured. Sounds are going up. Time to hand fly, friends. Let's get it. I'm going to turn on my head tracking as well. There we go. All right, my airplane. Beauty. Some wind gusts going now. We can actually fly our flight directors from here. Slightly low. The nose up just a little bit. Airport out there, looking good. 1,000 feet. Man, what a cool ass approach, chat. This is the one to do. This little circling RNAV approach in. Yes, this is money, chat. Absolute money. I would say that we're probably visual from here. Alright, landing checklist, gear down, 3 green, flaps full, ground spoilers are armed, auto brake is set. 2 white, 2 red, breaking out of that turn. Absolutely beautiful approach, friends.
100 above.
God. This isn't enough to convince you to go fly in Brazil. I don't know what is. This is just crazy, man.
300.
So beautiful.
Minimum.
Watch our slope. We do not want to be high here, chat.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30, 7, 5.
Right on the markers, nose down gently, reversers are out, decelerating. Beautiful. $70 knots, reversers are stowed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to Santos, Dumont. That was a good one, friends. That was a good one. Taking that all day long, especially in the 319. Vacating the runway to the right. Very good. God, man. This just, I swear, like, doing approaches like that just fuels your love for flight sim and aviation. So crazy, man. So crazy. Beautiful approach. Right on those 1,000-footers. Right on the aiming point. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. Landing lights off. Nose light over to taxi. Let's go and clean up the ground spoilers and flaps on that one. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Approach looks unbelievably good in 2024. Yeah, no doubt. I believe it. Do you know when the Windwing McDo will be shipping out? I made a pre-order. The McDo, I already have my McDo. You might have missed the first round of orders. I'm not sure.
3914 short final 20 left.
Man, what a cool ass approach. Got somebody else flying it right now as well. Coming in. Man, what a beauty. All right, we're going to go to gate 8. No. Latam. Yes, it's going to be at the very end over there. Let's go ahead and spool up our APU. We'll stop the flight time. We're a little bit late on that anyways. I'm trying to watch the arrival here. There he is. On short final. Thank you, Raphael. Appreciate it, man. That was a pretty good landing. I'm pretty happy with that one. What was the landing rate? It was 186, 1.15 G. A little bit heavy on the G rating, but not bad at all. Not bad at all, considering the airport we're landing at as well. That's the biggie. Alright, nose lights are off. Lined up here with the gate. Hey, Gab, I got McDo and PFP this week. Haven't tested them due to work, but commencing today. Nice. Enjoy, man. Enjoy, dude. Bought mine via the global store, and it, so it just comes. Yeah. If you're buying it directly from, like, the Canadian or the... It can be a little bit of a hassle. I'm actually going to take this a little bit further than what it wants. I'm going to go right about there. Good. Park brakes on. Upstairs, APU and APU bleed is on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. Beacon light is off. Seatbelt signs are off. Fuel pumps go off. Cappy purrs off. Cruise supply goes off. Predictive wind shear system is off as well. And there we have it, friends. What a beautiful flight. Let's go ahead and request deboarding. Good. Get the bow from him. Good. McDo menu. AlexSiu. I hate how this resets every time you turn off the aircraft. You have to go through this whole process again. The arrival message, return. We're looking good there. Beautiful. Great. Let's come down here. See, the jet bridge doesn't really line up. We'll go to this tab and we'll open those doors there. Good. Beautiful. Looking very good, friends. Also, I don't know why we have these loaders in the 319. Is that normal? I thought it would be passenger baggage. I could have sworn. But what do I know? All right, we'll turn some of those sim sounds down. And we have one more leg, friends. We're not done yet. We got the third leg coming up now. Get some tunes bumping for you guys once again. Beautiful. Cool. Let's go get prepped for the return. Or sorry, the next flight. We are going to SBRJ over to SBKP. Yes. Alright, I guess we're keeping the same call sign. I think they do these flights like very early in the morning or something. Keep the same call sign, 3923. And we're going, sorry, SBRJ over to SBKP in the 319. IEs. All right, we'll generate that. Good. Got opinions on Nucky. I mean that for dinner. It's good. It's good. Not my number one choice, but it's good. I don't know why. Anyways, whatever. I don't think these are the right containers for a 319. GSX has been weird. Although there is an update for it that I didn't do. Alright, file our flight plan. Good, that's good, that's good. That's done. We will disconnect and reconnect. Good. Beautiful. We'll come here. Flights, unload, import, sim brief, you. Good. Sweet. This will be a nice little departure chat. We're actually departing and then some right turns. We should fly right back over the city. That'll be very nice. And then up. Actually, we should see a lot of Sao Paulo as well down there. And then we're going up like that and over. Very cool. Should be a nice approach. Looking forward to it. Some new views. New airport for me, too. I don't think I've ever flown into here before, so should be very nice. All right. Let's wait for the deboarding process to finish up, and then we'll be good to go. Had to reset the GSX plane profile a few times to change the loaders back to auto. It's been defaulting to those box loaders lately. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It's weird. Very weird.
3934, we are vertical to the airfield. We're going to be entering at left, downwind for runway 20 left under visual, like the strike test.
How does your sim look so beautiful? I don't know. I'm just running it on the high-end preset. Lots of makeup. I mean, this is a handcrafted scenery. This is free scenery that comes with the Brazil update, the world update. Cap, thoughts on SDF tonight? Would love for you to fly into my home airport. Usually I keep SDF for cargo. Fly the A300 or the 777 or something. Jose, they're called provinces, and I'm from Ontario. Live in Ontario. The city is Ottawa. Yeah, for handcrafted, this is really good. I agree. I believe it's Gaia that does all the handcrafted stuff now. Tell you what, I've been flying the Fenix plane 99% of the time. Jump back into the fly-by-wire, and I'm still impressed by this plane. Even the McDo works with it. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I could probably change this for next time. Customize airplane. Cargo should be belt. Where's B? Why? Oh, there. Belt. Okay. And this one should be belt as well. And save. Alright, I'm going to restart the Kutal script. We should get belt loaders now. See you from Guatemala. Hope someday you can fly Guatemala on the sim. Yes, would love to. Be awesome. Need to explore more South America. That's what I've learned. Especially after these world updates. 100%. Alright, let's jump back into here. Let's go to my flights. We're going to import the next flight. Good 30 minutes on the turn. Lots of time. Let's load the aircraft. We're going to go instant. Beautiful. We're going to jump down here to our McDo. We're going to go to our knit ref. We're going to do our knit request. Good. We'll send that off. We'll go to GSX. We're going to sim brief OK. Beautiful. And then let's reload sim brief now. And we'll request boarding. Good. Latam. Thank you. All right. Flight number today. We're keeping the same call sign all day today. So TAM 3923. TAM 3923, and we're throwing that into there. Good. We're going to our knit B page, and we're going to check all of the numbers over here. We'll send that all down to the McDo. Good. 55.4 on the zero fuel weight, 30.5 block fuel 6.6. Good. We'll attach the tug now. Yes. Okay, go back to our knit A page. We're going to go with a cost index of 5. And we're looking for a cruise level of 360, 36,000 feet for this leg. Let's go to our flight plan page, SBRJ departures. We are planning for the EVCO 1 Foxtrot out of 20 left. 20 left, EVCO 1 Foxtrot with the Sidur transition. Insert that. Good. Into Campinas. We are going to be on the... What are the winds doing? The winds are showing 280 at 5. 280 at 5. So we need to select our approach. We're going to be on the RNAV. I think it's just RNAVs. Do they have any cool RNAVs? 3-3. Wait. Nope. We have to do the RNAV X-ray. Wait, no. RNAV X-ray from KP 106. RNAV Whiskey. What's the difference between these two? Oh, that's from there and that's from there. Okay, yeah. So we want the RNAV Whiskey 3-3. Add to route. Nice little turn into there. That should be nice as well. Another RNAV. Okay, cool. So the RNAV Whiskey 3-3 is what we're looking for. Good. We're going to be on the Vera 2 Alpha. Good. We're using the Edmus transition, and our approach via will be KP 106. And we'll insert that. Good. That's all set there. Beautiful. Go back to our perf page. We'll grab some performance numbers up top here. Let's go departure performance, 20 left, dry, flaps 2, force toga, yes, off, on, sync load sheet, sync live weather, calculate our V-speeds, aircraft too heavy for the conditions. Yeah, right. Send all that data down to the McDo, 16, 17, 24, 2/up, 0.4 on the flaps and trim setting. Good. Reset you. Oh, thanks for using belt loaders, GSX. Appreciate you, even though we already changed it. Belt. Not auto. Belt. Belt. Oh. Don't I have to, like, unselect it? Oh, that's probably my fault. I forgot you have to unselect it and make sure that that's selected. Okay, now save. Okay, now we'll be good to go for future references. Oh. What is going on there? Some wizardry, chat. Some wizardry is going on right now. Why are the default loaders even heavy loaders? I have no clue, dude. Your guess is as good as mine, my friend. For the cartel, gotta be heavy. Tony, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out today, dude. I hope you enjoyed that approach, my friend. I know I know you love some Brazilian flying. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. At least $1 billion worth of Coke on board today. Coca-Cola? Yes, thank you, Jim. See, I'm on that right now. Thanks for flying that approach, Captain. One of my favorites. Yeah, I can see why. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal approach. I would do that one again in a heartbeat. Definitely going to be some storms on route, chat. Might be a little bit hairy. What's the flight for tonight? Haven't decided yet. I have not decided. I also got how much more spacious Airbus aircraft are versus Boeing, but depends. Depends on the layout, right? All right, chat, I think we're ready to go. Let's jump over here, go back to our Fenix tab, ground services, close all the doors. Good. We'll go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. We want to go tail left. All right, let's get our beacon lights back on. Seatbelt signs are on. Fuel pumps can go back on. Cap goes on. Crew supplies back on. And we are good to go. We'll restart the clocks over here. Reset you as well. And we'll finish the company messages. Preliminary load sheet we'll accept. And finalize load sheet. 142 passengers for this leg, friends. Good. And we'll go ahead and turn the sim sounds back up. We'll bring those sounds down a little bit. Park brakes are released. Good. They're commencing. Go and get our block time turned on. And engine mode selector to the start position. Recycle our flight directors. I have no clue what GSX is doing right now. And we'll spool up engine numero uno. Enjoy. Park brakes are set. And we've got a good start on engine number 1. Let's go and spool up number 2. What are you yelling at me? Start valve not at idle. Oh, sorry. bumped my throttle. This is my favorite part of flying when the engines start. It's the best. It means you know you're en route. Alrighty, looking good. Upstairs, EPU is off, EPU bleed is off, bus transfers over. Auto brakes over to max RTO, predictive wind shear system to auto, engine mode selector back to the normal position, ground spoilers are armed, and we'll set flaps position number 2. And we need up 0.4 on the trim. Flaps are set, good, and then up 0.4 on the trim, good, and back over to you. Beautiful. Park brakes released. Nose light is on. Good. Start our taxi, friends. Life for Kids of 40, good to see you, man. Welcome back. You're well, buddy. Happy Thursday afternoon. Get our flight directors back on. Flight director, good. And our cruise altitude, 36,000 feet. We'll bug that up. Good. Beautiful. Music's making you want to rewatch Narcos. It's good music today. Cue up the next song. Just got home from Red Eye from Vegas. Been out of it for a week. What is this white stuff on the ground? Dude, it's been brutal here. Brutal. Looks like it's all going to melt probably by the weekend, but yeah. We got about, I don't know, about 20 centimeters the other day. Terrible. Any active ATC? No ATC, unfortunately. No ATC. Probably would have been a good day to use Say Intentions. But I know there's a lot of people that usually like to fly along on these flights because they are so popular. I think people are starting to understand why flying over in Brazil is just so much fun. It is incredible. Ding the cabin. Takeoff test config normal. Looking good, friends. Scenery looks damn good. It is stunning over here. Absolutely stunning. Santos Dumont traffic, Latam 3923 departing 20 left. Santos Dumont. How would you gain clearance for takeoff when no ATC online? You just communicate on Unicom 122.8. You do your best to try and get everything set with other pilots. Nose lights, landing lights, strobe lights, wing lights, all lights are on. ECAM is no blue. Remember, chat, we need to hold the brakes and then get her ready to go. Have you used Skynet on Say Intentions? It's free and you can see other people? Yes, I have used that. Although I used it when it was in its very early beta form. How much shorter is 20 right? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It is about the same, 4134. Alrighty, we'll hold the brakes. Sounds are going up. You guys ready? Let's do it. Joystick cam goes back on. Throttle's up to about 40%. Enjoy, friends. Slight nose down pressure. Chrono's on. Manflex Toga. SRS. Nav. Auto thrust. Blur. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. .100 knots for neutral. V1 rotate. Positive rate, gears up. It's crazy winds already, 30 knot crosswind. Gusting all over the place. Right into some cloud. Let's go engines back to climb. Man, that is crazy, chat. That is crazy. Flaps 1. I believe there's a speed restriction on this one as well. Ah, there we go, we're through it. That's where his bed is? Yeah, it's right there. Right, ground spoilers disarmed. Runway turn-off lights are off, nose lights are off, wing lights are off. There's some pretty heavy rain right now as well. Alright, speed check, flaps clean. Alrighty, climbing up through 6,000 feet, we'll go autopilot 1, bring you back to the flight deck. Beautiful. You're not supposed to hear rain in the cockpit. Okay, Garen. Alright, buddy. I'm not even gonna attempt to say anything about that one. Let's go standard barrow through 7,000 feet. Alright, continuing the climb. At this point, I'm just convinced he's trolling. That's just like I'm fully convinced at this point. You're supposed to hear the APU in the cockpit, but not the rain. It's only Thursday, man. I can't be doing with this already. It's only Thursday. It's only Thursday, man. Alright, 10,000 feet, landing lights are off. Keeping the seatbelt signs on. Pretty nasty weather up here. How does that make sense? It doesn't. That's why I said I'm not even gonna play it. That's how I know he's trolling at this point. It's either that or there's some serious problems. Yeah, where is my pen? It's at the door. Alright, well, we're finally up and above all that weather. That was nasty. Nasty weather down there. Keeping the seatbelt signs on, probably going to get rocked around by some of these clouds still. Perfect example of if you don't have anything intelligent to say. You know what's crazy though? I actually firmly believe that he thinks that. He thinks that you can't hear rain. I don't understand how, if this is a windshield, this is glass. If rain is hitting the windshield, you would still audibly hear it. That's where I don't understand. The APU is all the way back here. This little thing right here, that's the APU. I don't know. Cap, do you know that you're supposed to hear the APU in the cockpit, not people on the plane? Correct. Yeah. It's so confusing. I mean, I never thought it would be. But here's Garen making it confusing. Never thought something so simple could be so confusing. Why aren't we on the flight path? We are. The winds were just literally swirling around that whole time. The aircraft was having trouble getting onto the flight path, but we're good now. It's good. There's also a little bit of a weird turn out of there. But we are good now, my friend. We're en route. How do you take off? Sucks that we can't see any of Rio down there. Some crazy weather. The engines are much louder than the rain. What? You're not making this conversation any better, Garen, I can promise you. Why can't I hear the toilet flush but the APU? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. We live in special times. Special times with special people. You can only hear snow, not rain. Yeah, there you go. 360 seems kind of high. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it definitely does. I think we should aim for probably like 320. Let's do that. Let's go 320. I do agree, 3.6. 3.6 is what SimBrief gave me. 3.2 is a little bit better. That gives us about 60 miles of cruise. So yeah, we'll go up to 3.2. You should switch to BSS to hear the APU in the cockpit. No, thank you. Been a while since we got to use that one, chat. Seatbelt signs are coming off. Flight attendants can start the in-flight services, and I'm going to stretch before my fucking brain explodes. Nice. The snow is too loud. Cap, why aren't we driving a car? This Microsoft channel, you should be driving a car. Yeah, true. Yes. Very true. Very true. There were no truer words ever spoken. Stretch for those of us that can't. I will stretch for everybody. Yep. Flight Sim has some amazing folks. Oh, it does, Jay. It does, man. It really does. Well, it took Garen about 2.5 hours to get back to his normal self. So, I mean, we are making improvements. We're making improvements. It took Garen 2.5 hours before he started just vomiting the same diarrhea and chat he does every stream. So, that's a good start. Good job, Garen. 2.5 hours today. Not bad. Let's maybe aim for like 3.5, 4 hours next time. That would be pretty nice. That'd be really cool if you could do that, Garen. I'd appreciate that. It's all about progress. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. $380, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the third flight. Life begins at 40. This is the third flight over to Campinas. What's up with him and his APU? I have no clue, man. No clue, dude. I don't know. Garen is in love with APUs. Garen needs to go watch real-world videos of people sitting in the 320 and them spooling up the APU and not being able to hear it from the cockpit. Maybe if Garen watched real videos and saw that you don't hear the APU in the cockpit of a 320, maybe he'll know then. XP72 had someone in his chat spamming the N-word last stream. Fuck, man. People are so stupid, dude. I swear to God. It's crazy, man. Garen, if I stopped responding to your questions, asking them over and over and over again is not going to get them answered. Like I said, I'm convinced at this point that Garen is trolling. Really, it's only a matter of time, chat, before he's... It's only a matter of time. Considering about the 319 and 321 pack, do you think they are worth it? Absolutely fit me. Yes. 100%. The 321 is an absolute butter machine, and the 319 is a smash machine. So they complement each other quite well. It's more entertaining to keep them around. Yeah, but then we feed the trolls, man. And then more trolls come because they see that we're accepting of this type of bullshit. It's a downward spiral. Trust me. I've been doing this for long enough. Cap, last stream you said you wouldn't fly X-Plane only if you didn't need to have terabytes of ortho. Well, it looks like it's going to happen. Well, I mean, we have auto ortho. Or are you talking about X-Plane actually adding imagery? Phoenix is the closest simulation to real life. If something is missing, it's because it doesn't happen in the real world. I would agree with that. Life is short. We all need to laugh, and it's been a long time since we've heard Cap Canada rant. I'm getting old. The rants are... I'm getting old, man. It's just not worth my time or effort. X-Plane is developing next-gen scenery, and part of it will allow streaming ortho from the cloud to the sim. Interesting. Very interesting. My next question would be, how long would that how long is that going to take to happen? I feel like we are years away from that ever happening. That's years away. I could be wrong, but I feel like we're years away. And does X-Plane really have the architecture to do that? It's been in development for a year now? Who did they partner with to do all like the maps and stuff? At one time, it was an open streets project or something. Interesting. Hey, man, I mean, you know, that's the one thing that's holding a lot of people back from using X-Plane. It's just the graphics that look like they're from the early 2000s. I've always said competition is good. Competition is great. No, Garen, I'm not reading any of your messages today, Garen. I have read all of your messages that I need to see for the day. I think we're gonna start incorporating I'm only gonna read 6 of Garen's messages a day. Afterwards, I'm not answering them. I'm going to bump up our cost index to 25. Competition is great for the consumer. Hey, man, I mean, listen, and I truly do mean this when I say it, Andy. You know how people are always upset, right? You always have these sim wars. You have Microsoft is better, X-Plane is better. When the reality of it is, if it wasn't for Microsoft coming back to the market and doing what they did visually with the simulators, X-Plane would still be in the same stale state that it was in X-Plane 11 to X-Plane 12. The fact that Microsoft is back and is forcing X-Plane to do all these things for its consumers, people should be thankful. People should be honestly thankful that both simulators have pushed each other to make one another better. Something happens in Microsoft, X-Plane. I mean, look what they did. It's competition is the best thing that we can have as consumers. It really is. They stated the anti-aliasing annoys them and that they're re-enhancing the whole graphics engine to fix the anti-aliasing. Yeah, I mean, listen, TSE, all of these things, this all sounds great and this all sounds good. Unfortunately, you know, when it comes to the X-Plane world, like I said, man, I feel like these updates are years away from happening. And my only concern is that people will eventually, as more and more products come out for different sims, that's the one thing that is really the killer right now of X-Plane is the development cycles. It takes way too long for anything substantial to happen. And again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree. But one of the big gripes that I have with X-Plane is just that, you know, they talk about all these updates and these things that are coming to the sim, but it's, you know, it's probably years away. Like I said, man, I'm all for I'm all for competition in the community. I think it's great.
CST Gaming donated $4.99. That's not very nice, Cap. Need to answer all of Garen's questions or I'm unsubscribing.
Sorry, I apologize. Thank you, CST, for the $5 donation, my friend. Appreciate you as always, my man. 27 degrees, 10:14. Nope, we've reached our quota today. 10:14. Like I said, he did good for the first 2.5 hours. After that, everything went to hell. After that. After the rain comment, it's just everything went out to hell. Barrel minimums, 2420. 2420. Up into there. Good. All right, beautiful. We are 37 miles from top of descent, friends. Yeah, absolutely, TSC. Absolutely. Like I said, man, my concern would just be that you know, the development of other sims also get to that point as well, and it's, you know, like I said, I do think X-Plane is always going to be a viable option. You know, the people that say X-Plane's dead, what, blah 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 blah, I don't believe in that at all. I fully believe that X-Plane is still a viable option. There are some things that need to change, though, for sure. I think the next big thing that needs to happen with X-Plane is just the file structure. The file structure, the scenery I&I, the way that, like, the add-ons work, that kind of needs to change as well. Having to reconfigure your I&I file every time you add a scenery or a library or anything, it takes away, you know, I used to joke back when I was using X-Plane, that was, even now I think about it, having to deal with the I&I file, and you remember sometimes you would add scenery and it would completely reset your I&I file, and you would sit there for 2 hours reconfiguring everything. Now, I know that there are programs you can use, I think. There's like programs that you can use that auto set up your I&I file and stuff like that, but man. Matthias, good to see you, my friend. Well, welcome aboard, dude. Hopefully you'll be able to catch the replay once it's uploaded. It was a lot of fun again flying here in Brazil, man. Just having to code your scenery structure right, yeah, it almost required a full-time job. Especially with nothing like add-on linker either. I don't think there's an add-on linker for X-Plane. There might be. I don't know. I've been so removed from the X-Plane world. The good old X-Plane days. You almost, I remember the first time, like, installing sceneries and libraries into X-Plane and having to watch like 10 different tutorials on YouTube because I just didn't understand like the I&I file and the structure of it and how things had to be placed, and I feel like I did more reconfiguring things than actually flying. Sometimes, Owen, for sure, man. Or things just not looking right or working right because you didn't have the right library installed, and oh yeah. What altitude are we descending to? Our initial altitude takes us down to, looks like 6,000 feet. And we are 14 miles from top of drop. So we can actually bug that up now. 6,000 feet is in. Another cool thing, X-Plane is making their own add-on store. So now you don't have to use multiple different sites and add-ons and keys. Yeah, that's going to be huge as well. And I think the major benefit of that 777 is going to it's going to allow Laminar to kind of take that third-party vendor, right? And they can start charging a fee or whatever.
GMCDH donated $5 Canadian dollars. 50 Canadian dollars only gets 5 membership gifts. Maybe region-specific hell. I also need to moderate when Garib is online. I don't want to waste them.
Huge no floaties to you, GMC. Thank you for the support as always, my friend. I appreciate you, buddy. That is weird. Something's weird. 50 CAD. It should be 5 gifted members should be 25 CAD, I think. That's weird. Thanks for your support, GMC. Appreciate you as always, my friend. Thank you, buddy. All right, friends, we can start our descent now down to 6,000. We'll get the seatbelt signs back on. Beautiful. Looking good. Prepped and ready for descent, amigos. Sounds like X-Plane is trying to be Microsoft. I mean, that is what's popular in the market, right? Like I said, it's in my opinion, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that Microsoft is around and it's forcing X-Plane to do things that would probably never be done. If Microsoft wasn't in the market, there's no way X-Plane would be taking the advancements that it's taking now. Gotta go, Cap. Going for some physio on my hip. Probably catch you this evening. Sounds good, Star. I will see you this evening, my friend. Flew Denver to LAX last night. Had a semi-butter. Flying out of Denver is nice. Denver's amazing. Yep. Denver is a good one. We did Denver, Albuquerque, Vegas. Oh, you were here Vegas as well. That's a great little routing. I love that little route. It is a good one. All right, we're on schedule. We're looking good. I think we got a nice big long runway here as well. Yeah, 10,000 feet, and we're parking all the way down here. So we're going to go auto brake low. Ground spoilers armed. That'll be good. Interesting, Gringo. Maybe that was his alter ego. Alter ego. Hello, Goofy. Welcome back. Hope you are well. Like, even just now, like, out in the middle of nowhere, it's so much better. The data, you can see the cities and stuff out there. I'm excited for this approach. Should be a good one. I was on VATSIM. I was flying behind a 7-4 going to LA2, and the headwind. Oof. Yep. Flying westerly does suck sometimes. At least it's not smack dab in the middle of winter. That's the worst. We'll be back in the 787-9 after the 350. Maybe. Probably the 800 though, James. I much prefer the 787-800 from whoever makes it. What's their name? I'm well, Goofy. I'm well, my friend. Enjoying our nice afternoon flying in Brazil. The beautiful Latam colors today. In the smash bus, the 319. Yeah, the Bravo Airspace. That's the one. Thank you. Daniel, I use the Thrustmaster pendular rudder system. You can put !TM in chat. It'll provide you with a link. Ottawa to Heathrow. Could be a good one. Windy, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back. We're getting close, buddy. We are getting close. They do have a 787-9. Yes, correct. I still prefer the 800. Gonna fly a 319 tonight on whichever route. Gonna bump it to 320, 321. No, we'll stay in the 319. We'll stay in the 319, and then we're going to do the 320 on Saturday, and then either 321, 320 on Sunday, Monday. Do you know the route for tonight? I don't yet, no. I'm a little bit undecided. I don't know if I want to fly up in Canada, Toronto, or do we just say screw it and we go somewhere else? I kind of wanted to do some flights down to Nassau. Where could we go in and out of Nassau? That's like a decent flight. I guess we could do some shorter flights down the coast out to like Nassau or back or something. I don't know. Go to Freeport. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure yet. I have to look at flight radar. Gotta look at flight radar and see what we can do. JetBlue A320 to Fort Lauderdale. Is it Fort Lauderdale to Nassau? Isn't that like a super short flight though? I guess we could go round trip. Either one longer one or two shorter ones, Matthew. Europe is going to be this weekend, Gringo. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we'll be back in Europe, dude. Do not you worry. Saturday, we're flying into Innsbruck. I think we're going to do Gatwick. Gatwick to Innsbruck. I might do a different one, but I'm thinking. Flying Salt Lake on Microsoft? Yes. Yes, yes. Well, let's look at flight radar. So what do we got? We got, you guys were saying Fort Lauderdale to Nassau. So we've got Bahamas Air, we got JetBlue. JetBlue's doing it in 320s. How long of a flight is that? That is a... Okay, we'll do round trip then. We'll do Fort Lauderdale to Nassau tonight, all right, chat? Fort Lauderdale to Nassau. How's that? Is everybody happy with that one? Some beautiful visuals. And we haven't flown in and out of Fort Lauderdale in a long time. We'll go visit XP. Why are you landing on 3-3 with the winds 130 at 15? Is that what the winds are right now? Oh, yeah, so we just got a weather update. Okay, then yes, correct. We do need to change that. Flights, change. We need to go ILS X-ray from Moopip. Is that the one we want? I'm guessing. Yeah, probably from there. ILS Zulu. Nobre, KP, probably from that one, ass back. Change that. We probably have to change our arrival now. Alright, let me do this quickly. Down here, flight plan, arrivals, ILS Zulu 15. What was our original arrival? We were on the Vura 2 Alpha. Is that still an option? It's not. Alright. Let's change this to the ASBA 1 Alpha. See if we can get that in. ASBA 1 Alpha. Done. There we go. That's exactly what we want. Okay. The 1 Alpha. We want the EDMIS transition, and our approach via, we wanted it via... What was that? The ass-back transition. Alright, and we'll insert that. We got to select a heading first. Okay. And then we can go insert. Alright, and then we can send ourselves direct KP 154. Insert. Good. Alright, cool. Good. Thank you for that suggestion. I did not see that the winds changed. Yeah. Very good, Bandit. Very good eyes. I did not see that the winds had changed. They completely shifted. The winds were 280 at 11, I think. What did we have set up in here? Perf. Yeah, 280 at 5, sorry. So the winds have completely shifted. So we'll be over on 1305 now. 130 at... Sorry, what was it? 130 at 15 and 1014. 130 at 15. Alright, and the temp has changed to 24 degrees. Good. With the ILS Zulu runway 15, our minimums are 2339. 2339 into our barrowmin. Good. Alright, cool. We're all set up. We're looking good. Looking good. And our descent now takes us to 6,000 at Asbac. Alright. Yeah, correct, Bandit. That would have been a pretty nasty tailwind. A 15 knot tailwind. That would not have went very well. Throw that back into managed mode as well. We're a little bit below profile, so that's fine. We'll catch back up on the profile in a second. Gatwick to Innsbruck, EasyJet a few months back. Might be a good idea, Jet 2, A321 or BA instead. Probably do Easy, to be honest with you. It's been a while since we've repped some EasyJet. Probably do some Alpine ops. That McDo must be awesome, not having to screw around clicking everything in the cockpit. Duh, it's so good, Rocket. It's so good. I'm enjoying it tremendously. I've been lucky enough that I've had a Boeing FMC for a couple years now. So to be able to use it now in my Airbus, and not to mention I also have the autopilot panel. So I have this. I have a radio stack as well. So yeah, my now that you've got everything, I mean, McDo, joystick, throttle, autopilot panel. The only thing I need is like some like mini overhead panel type thing where I can do all my lights. That would be nice. Should do 777 Air Canada ops tonight. They fly Brazil to Santiago. That'd be pretty cool, John, but we're sticking to the Airbus, John. I usually like to spend a week in a specific airplane. Because we do fly so many different airplanes, I find it very difficult to jump in between airplanes all the time, and the flying is not the best. Out of Southampton? Yeah, I'll see where there's other routes into Innsbruck from, and we can definitely do that. Saturday's going to be it's going to be offline because we're flying into Innsbruck. So it's going to be offline on Saturday, and it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. I have a family dinner that I have to go to. I just want to point out, I really hope Windwing develops an overhead panel. Some type of, like, mini overhead would be great. Give me the lights, the seatbelt signs. Like, give me this panel, like, right here, but, like, also incorporate the APU bleed somewhere into there. Maybe take away the probe heat and put the APU there and just, like, make this little panel. That would be great. That'd be really cool. Yeah. That would be really, really cool. Man, look at the weather out here. Weather's been crazy today. Tons of storms and like low visibility. It's been cool. So 320 JetBlue tonight? Yep. That's what we're doing. 320 JetBlue. Fort Lauderdale to Nassau and back. It's only about 45-minute flight, so should be a nice flight tonight. What was our transition altitude? I think it's 8,000. Yeah, 8,000. So plug that in, 080. Good. Throw that to there. Beautiful. Who does the scenery for Nassau? I believe, let me check for you. I believe it's MYNN. It is Sierra Sim. Sierra Sim. SL3 already made a mini overhead. Pretty sweet. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at it. I will have to take a look. Little mini overhead panel would be cool. Man, look at all like the houses and built on all through those mountains down there. I guess hills, not really. Is Flight Tampa Las Vegas scenery good? It's fantastic, Mike. Yeah. Wonderful scenery. Wonderful scenery. Just buy a full overhead panel, don't cheap out. You could. Where's the, You get this bad boy. Where is it? Here, we'll just get this, alright guys? We're just gonna order this. Alright? It's only... Get out of here. It's only 5,300 US dollars. No, that's Canadian. It's only $5,300, chat. Pretty fucking sweet, though. That's a full bore overhead panel, chat. Surprised V1 doesn't have one of these already. Look at that thing, man. That is crazy. $5,300, buy two. CAD, that's like 50 US. Not wrong. Not wrong. Man, look at this city out there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, friends. I feel like it's time for just something to happen. There we go. Let's not worry about him anymore. Yeah, he's gone for a full-time vacation. Full-time vacation. He's on the vacation island with the rest of them. Vacation island. Probably should have happened a long time ago. Wait until the tariffs come in? True. Jean, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Too bad, I'm gonna miss him. Said no one ever in the existence of life. Oh, YouTube crashed. It's okay, it'll take him 4 minutes to come back with a new account. Maybe he'll ask different questions this time. Dan's burner account. Love the Windwing PFP. Just got to attempt to install it for the iFlight. Nice. Cap, just buy a full sim. Let me sell the farm. Think we can convince the fiance? No. The farm is not a good investment. The best investment is a full Airbus cockpit. Yes. I'm sure that would go over well. Burner, what's up, man? Maybe if we buy 10, we get a 5% discount. We can all save $100. CP Flight sells a full Airbus or 7.3 Max cockpit for like 70K. Man. Charge two hours. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, if it was like full motion or something, Airbus, you probably could do something like that. If it ain't full motion, I don't know if people are going to pay that much for it. Well, the weather's definitely cleared up out here. Looks quite nice. Beautiful views down there. Not for Saturday, but sometime you have to do Birmingham to Innsbruck 2E738. That could be fun, yeah. Birmingham. Paid $150 per hour in a 320 non-full motion here in the UK. Yeah. Was it like an actual company though? There's not too many people that like will let you come into their house. Maybe if it's in the garage or something. We'll get our sim sounds up here a little bit. We are below 10,000 feet. Landing lights are on. Ding the cabin. Minimums are set. Auto brake is set. Ground spoilers are armed. We are good. We are good, friends. Look at the city right there in front of us. That's actually a pretty big-ass city, too, down there. Man. How do we get some views of that? Don't forget the replay. Thank you. We will not forget the replay. Edmonton opened a new non-motion sim. I think it was around 150. I think that makes sense, which is still crazy. 150 an hour. Could be cool though. I think there's one in Montreal. It's about the same. Doing Sun class ops, BLL, Copenhagen, FCO tomorrow. Nice. Be some fun flying. The city down there, Chad. There needs to be an airport like boom, so we can go fly over this city too. Very nice. Very, very nice. There's the airport. Had an instructor as well as a co-pilot if you wanted. Nice. You flying the 319? Gonna be flying the 320 tonight. JetBlue Ops. Gonna do Fort Lauderdale to Nassau and back. Cap is deep in the city. I am. That approach, man. That approach into Rio is just crazy. 10:14 on the QNH set and cross-checked. Good. Intercept will be at 4,400 feet. Let's bug this down. 4,400 feet. Good. We'll get our LS switch on now. And while we're making the turn, we'll go and activate approach mode. So, you know what? We can start doing it right now. Let's activate approach mode. Confirm. Good. Start slowing her down. Smashy smashy on this landing? Hopefully not. We've got a lot of runway to work with. We don't have to worry about putting it on the 1,000-footers. We can float it just a little bit if we want to. But it's the 319, so... knowing me and the 319, I'll probably smash it. Let's be real. Let's be real. Man, look at the views out here. This is crazy. Is that another airport right there? Looks like an old airport or something. Decommissioned? Kind of. Hello from work and happy to chill with you. Jadash. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well. The Biscoffs might break, but at least hopefully no back pain. Correct. Correct. I feel like we've had some pretty good landings today. They've been firm, but been some good landings on some short runways and some not optimal weather. 3-wire. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Speed is rolling back nicely. Still at 240 knots, but we're looking good. Lots of time. I'm glad I activated approach mode earlier. Looks like an Amazon warehouse. Look at the views, though, down there. The ortho, it's crazy, man. They did such a good job with this update. Absolutely stunning. We definitely need to come fly more in Brazil, chat. More Brazilian ops must happen. I am a firm believer in this. Alright, we're going to arm localizer. We'll get slightly below glide path, so it gives us a little bit of time to burn off some speed as well. Localizer is captured. Beautiful. We'll arm the approach. We'll capture glide slope as well. There's glide slope. Beautiful. We'll go speed check, flaps 1. Will you bring your OG intro music, Don't Go by Hallman? Whew, I don't know. It's been a while. A while since we've had that. Captain Austin, 4 months. So much for support, man. Appreciate you as always, dude. Says plane. This is an airplane. Correct. Thanks for support, my friend. Appreciate you as always, dude. Why does it look like England? Maybe because like the hills and the terrain and stuff.
2,500.
Gear down, friends. Still a little bit quick on the approach. I'm going to get out some ground spoilers here for a sec. This airplane, like I mentioned, is a little bit of a piggy. Doesn't like to slow down all that much. So with the extra drag out with the gear and some ground spoilers, start slowing her down. Rev by Evening Land, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Alrighty, speed check, flaps 2. Get the ground spoilers in and armed now. Beautiful, all the lights are on, we're good. Auto brake is set, ground spoilers are armed. We're just waiting for flaps full. Final config, I'll go and get our joystick cam turned on. Beautiful. And speed check, flaps 3. And slow down, you little piggy. Slow down. Let's go ahead and start our replay as well. We've got that ready to go. And speed check, flaps full. Good. That should really get her slowing down. Alright, my airplane.
1,000.
Thank you. And sounds are up. Enjoy, friends. Hopefully no smashy smashy.
$500.
Winds are blowing right down the runway.
100 above. 400. 300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Drive.
Beautiful. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Campinas. Beautiful. I don't think we can take this exit. I think we got to keep her rolling down to Foxtrot. Keep her rolling. That was a good one. For the 319, we're taking that all day long, friends. All day long. Ground spoilers cleaned up here a little bit. Beautiful. Our speed up. We do have the replay. Yep, we got the replay. Don't you worry. Alrighty, onto the brakes. We'll vacate on the high speed. Very good, friends. Very good. Nice arrival. Is one Apollo scenery is it amazing? It is, yeah. Cherry Deviation, I do agree. It is. Alrighty, friends. We'll stop the chrono on the flight time. 55 minutes and 2 seconds. Good. All the way to the right. Let's go and get our landing lights off. Runway turnoffs off, nose light to taxi, strobe lights off, wing lights off, EPU master start switch is going on. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and clean up the ground spoiler. Or sorry, go and clean up the flaps. Nice. Very nice, my friends. And a little bit of a taxi. We're going all the way up. We're going to go into Kilo 2. And for our taxi assignments, we'll just take Charlie 6. Charlie 6. Gate. 6. No. And Swissport. Sure. Anyone know when the 350 is releasing on Xbox? No clue, unfortunately. No clue, my friend. Alright, we'll stop the recording. We've got that to watch once we're parked up at the stand. A little bit of a long taxi coming in here. This is the first time being at this airport, chat. Very first time ever. Ooh, look at that. What kind of plane is that? It's like a DC-6? Looks like a DC-6 and a 73200? The fire training, I'm assuming? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Company traffic is in as well. Nice. Also in a 319. Well, if XP can learn to land, we could have a good streamer at night. XP's fine, man. You gotta remember, dude, it's not XP's full-time gig, right? He doesn't, this isn't what he, you know, he's not a full-time content creator, streamer. Part-time, family, kids, full-time job. I think XP does good for what he does, man. This is Microsoft 2020. Yes, 2020. I don't know, I'm assuming, is this the old terminal or something over here? I guess this is now used for cargo? Just looking at the taxi. There's a terminal over here. I don't know who uses that terminal. Should we have parked there, chat, or should we be going up? I'm assuming this is like a new terminal up here. Just judging by the scenery how good it looks. I'm assuming this is like the new terminal or something. That's all cargo now over there? Okay. Yeah, this is all cargo here. What about back here? Or is this terminal not used any longer? Because they have this big terminal up here. This is a pretty impressive airport. This must be like a big major airport over here if it's this big. This is huge. And it looks brand new. Somebody else coming on final right now. That's a Goal 737. Trying to get a view here while I make my turn. Hey, that looked real good, actually. That looked real good. SBKP is the main hub for Azul. Ah. So we could do some Azul 350 ops out of here. Do they fly the 350 into here? That'd be pretty cool. This is Azul land. All right, we'll spool up the APU. We'll get our nose light off. Don't need to blind anybody. And Charlie 6 should be right there. Yes, good. Joe B. How are you, my friend? And there's so much thrust at idle with the IE engines. Throws me off sometimes. AP bleed is on, engine number 2 is off, engine number 1 is off, seatbelt signs are off, fuel pumps are off. Cappy purrs, crew supply, beacon light, and predictive wind shear system all off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Campinas. We'll request our deboarding. We'll jump outside. And there we have it, friends. A beautiful arrival. Very first time at the airport as well. And look at that. We got the proper loaders now. Hey, we win. We win, chat. We win. Very nice flight, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. I love flying in Brazil. This may be one of my favorite places to come and fly now, chat. It is just that damn good. If you haven't done it, you need to come over here and do it. It is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's remove those guys. Let's go panel state. We're going to go ready. We're going to activate. Good. We're going to set our flaps all the way full. We're going to turn all of our lights back on. Make sure we're all set up for our landing. Good. You're on, you're on, you're on, you're on as well. Beautiful. And we'll give it 2 seconds, get the flaps out, and then we'll go ahead and watch the replay, friends, shall we? We'll go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. We don't need that one. What is our landing rate on that one? Landing rate was a 98 foot per minute, 109 G, 15 knot headwind. Very good landing, chat. Very good landing. Can quit that. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that one open anymore either. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and hit the replay button. Good. We'll pause the replay. We'll bring it in here a little bit. We'll go from like right about there. Should be good. Trim, start here. Yes. Resume. Good. Park brake needs to go off. We're just going to keep getting a don't sink, so that's fine. We'll jump outside and let's have a look-see here at this greasy arrival in, my friends. I'm also going to take this time now to thank my mods, my donators, and my sponsors. Without you guys here, this just wouldn't be possible. I say it every single stream, but I truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone. You guys allow me to do this, and for that I am forever grateful. So thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this channel. It is very, very much appreciated. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value, but donates through smashing down the thumbs up button, being here week after week, hanging out with me, want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support. Chat, that was absolutely greased. Like, that was the perfect flare. Zero float on that. Hold on, let me get you a better angle here. Zero float on that bad boy. That was probably my best A319 landing. Dare I say that? Flight recorder or sky dolly? I prefer flight recorder. It works all the time. Zero issues. I don't have to do anything funky with it. Flight recorder for me works, man. It's free. It's up on fs.to. Yeah, it is. Alrighty, friends, we are back this evening in the 320 doing some real-world JetBlue ops. We're going to be flying from Fort Lauderdale to Nassau and back. Accidental butter in the 319, it has to be, right? You got to think it is. An accidental 319 butter. It doesn't happen very often. Like I said, we are back live again tonight in a couple hours from now, about 3 hours from now. We are live again. We're going to be in the 320 JetBlue colors, and we're going to be doing Fort Lauderdale to Nassau and back. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, please do join us. We will be on VATSIM, and the more flyers, the merrier, as I always say. And it should be a good one. Looking forward to it. So guys, thank you for coming to hang out. I hope you enjoyed today's Brazilian content. One more time as we're on our way out. If you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content and you would like to see more Brazil ops in the future. That was a great day, friends. Just incredible views, incredible airports, incredible scenery, incredible airplane. It was just a good one. Very happy to end that stream on such a gorgeous arrival. Guys, enjoy the replays. Have a great Thursday if I don't catch you tonight. I will see you on Saturday for some more fun flights. We're going to be doing Innsbruck on Saturday. So if you can't tune in tonight, you're European or it's too late of a time zone, we will be live on Saturday flying into Innsbruck. Should be a great one. Happy landings, my friends. See you soon.